Do I sound like an annoying person?
Yep.
Well, yeah, but you always have.
I mean, it's
It's nothing different than before.
Hasn't changed.
Sometimes when the world is so sunny and people are a bore, I go to my shaded corner, my shaded corner. A place with all my favorite toys and games and movies and more. I go to my shaded corner, my shaded corner.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 31.
Episode 31!
And today, we have a special guest, a special listener guest, who is also a good friend of ours.
Mm-hmm.
And that would be Kyle.
Hola.
Hola.
I know no Spanish.
You said hola.
Yeah,
You know some Spanish.
I also know this line. Dos cervezas, por favor.
Is that wait,
2 beers, please.
2 beers, please.
Oh,
yeah.
of course, because I don't know how to say 1 beer. So,
You just...
Wouldn't it be una cervezas?
Yeah.
or
No,
that-
it would be una cerveza, or it'd be
wouldn't it be
una.
cerveza, por favor? Beer,
Just
please.
Hold up one finger or hold up 2 fingers,
Yeah.
and they'll give you whatever.
Or tres cervezas, por favor.
I would just be like, no habla español.
But if you're in Mexico, it doesn't really work like that.
She's not going to Mexico anytime soon.
Yeah, but then they just call you. Then they just look at you funny. I mean, you already look funny to them, but
Yeah.
like you just look more
I
funny.
clearly would stand out.
Why?
I'm
Yeah, why?
extra pale.
People go to... You'd be
There's a lot
going to
of pale people
Mexico.
in
You'd
Mexico.
be in
A resort.
a resort.
Well, in a resort.
You're not
I'm
walking down the street of Mexico.
Yeah, you definitely
Just
don't want to
being
walk on the
like-
street in Mexico.
Hola, dos cervezas, por favor.
Okay.
I mean, I'm pretty sure Spanish class failed me as a child because they always told me I was going to be looking for a library somewhere in town.
Yeah, it
And
was
who
always
goes
the
looking for a
biblioteca.
library? Yeah.
Biblioteca.
It's on the right, too, a la derecha. Or that could be the left. I don't really know.
I don't know.
I
don't know.
took Russian.
Yeah,
in high
'cause you're-
school.
you're
But didn't you take
fucking
Russian at
cheat.
home?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I couldn't read
cheater.
or write, so I did it. to
And you
learn to
still
read,
can't.
And I still can't.
I can't do that in English.
Yeah.
Don't feel bad.
I can do it in English.
Oh, and for the record, long-time listener, first-time caller.
But
But
you're
it's
not
in
calling.
person.
So go upstairs. I'll hook my phone up and call, and we'll just do it over the phone.
I don't know how to use the phone like that. Let's
you
be
just,
honest.
You just call.
Yeah,
You've hit call before, right?
No.
No, you never
No.
had. You
No,
never called someone.
I asked Siri now.
You can
and
do
she
it.
does not like me.
Look,
Maybe I also turned off everything that says suggestions from Siri, so that could be why.
I never use Siri.
Well,
I
Siri's
use-
a nice lady, so
Is she?
I use
she's
Siri.
nice to me in the first 2 weeks of having an iPhone.
Siri's a nice South African woman on my phone.
Yeah, I got her as an Australian.
I've never heard her voice on my phone.
She's a sexy
Really?
Australian.
It's probably some dude.
It's probably just regular Siri if you've never changed
It's
it.
Grover.
It's
Regular.
Grover.
It's Grover.
What does Grover sound like?
I don't know. You just kind of have to find out.
Oh, man. Rough.
So,
Weeks.
weeks. Well, okay.
Yeah, how was your week?
Well, do we want to introduce you? Do you want to talk? You want to say hello to everybody? You want to tell us?
I thought I did. I said hi. Oh, maybe I didn't.
No, you didn't. You
Oh.
just said hi, and
Hi,
you said
I'm Kyle.
that you listen. What do you enjoy out of life? What do you do? Tell everybody. Tell everyone your deepest, darkest secrets.
Okay, let's not do all that.
Well, I'm not really sure what you mean by what do I do.
Like, what do you
'Cause,
do?
like-
What, like in life? I collect shit.
What is your? Do you have any nerdisms or collect anything? Let's start there.
I'm going to go on a list and say that I'm pretty sure I was laughed out of everything that could be considered a nerd item.
Not really, because you
Because-
like Mighty Ducks.
Yeah, well,
pretty
yeah, but
nerdy.
like in school, I would show up to class, and I was actually told once that someone was in the wrong class because I was in AP Physics. And they obviously said that they showed up and said, well, this must not be AP Physics, you're here. Mind you, I beat that kid in that class, so he can fuck off.
Okay.
Did you belong there?
Yeah, I was actually put in that class. Really good at physics. No idea how to make biology work
Fucking hate
because
physics.
biology is not real life.
I don't think I ever.
No,
took
biology
physics.
is real life.
No,
That's
no,
the thing.
I can't see
Physics
the-
is not.
I can't see the
Biology.
cell physically, but
Yes,
if
you
I
can.
throw the ball at your face, I can see your face hurt, and I can do the equation. Sorry.
Excuse me.
You were
Biology is life.
I moved the mic closer. That's why.
That's fine. I'm adjusting as we go.
But yeah. So what do? I snowboard.
Snowboard.
I attempt a mountain bike.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't run. I don't like to walk because that's just who likes to walk nowadays? Like, why walk when you have a car?
I like walking.
We walk. We say
I
we
also
walk,
don't
but
live
we
in
haven't walked.
Yeah, but I don't live in a city. Like,
Well, it's been cold.
I like the snow. Snow's good.
Snow is nice, but for walking, it's not great.
I mean, I walk in the snow more than I walk without snow.
Get some skis.
Yeah,
Cross country ski.
I do cross country ski with my dogs.
Okay.
It's called skioring. Wonderful time. I hook up
Skioring.
skioring. Yeah. You hook up two dogs. Oh, I have two dogs. You hook up two dogs with some straps. You put on some cross country skis, and then you don't do any work because
They
I'm
just
fat
pull
and
you.
lazy and just pull you.
Yeah.
And then they have a great time, and you get back to the house, and they just smile at you all night.
I mean, you have huskies, so that's
I do have husky mixes.
That's-
Yeah, they are. That's a big thing.
That's the natural thing that they do.
Yeah, they love to run. They also love to eat everything, animal wise.
Okay.
Yeah, they're very loving animals.
Yeah, loving to eat other animals.
Yeah, they like people. I mean, for the most part.
Unless you're small and then they'll eat you.
No, they get really excited to see people though. It's kind of. I have one dog who he's 3.
Mm-hmm.
You would think he's an old man and like 50
Okay.
because he's very just sticks to himself, doesn't want to be bothered. And I have another dog who is an attention whore. That if you're not petting him, he will look at you with a face of like, if I look at you this stupidly, you will pet me.
Pure disdain.
Yeah, we got
And
one
it
of
works
those.
perfectly.
We also have one of those.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now.
An attention hoe.
Yeah, it happens. Other than that, I don't really do much. Kind of an action sports person.
Okay. Well, you're into hockey. You didn't say that.
Well, I mean, I don't really watch hockey on TV.
But you play or played.
I used to play. Yeah, played.
You do watch it on TV. We just watched some of it on TV.
Yeah, but like I don't watch
Legitimate
like
hockey.
professional hockey on TV.
It was pretty professional.
I mean, that was as professional as most. But no, watching like the big guys up there.
Like
I
that.
was told by many ex-girlfriends. By many, I mean like 5,
Uh-huh.
maybe even less than that. Let's be honest here.
One.
That no, maybe 2.
Okay.
I say 3.
Okay.
3.
We're learning to count now.
3 at most.
4. 4 ex-girlfriends.
I won't go that high. I won't go that high. Count
This-
Dracula.
This episode is brought to you by the Muppets
There you go.
on Sesame Street.
Clearly, we've already had 2.
Yeah,
Let's see how many more we can get.
I may get too worked up by watching an actual sport play on TV.
Okay.
Probably because I played it myself.
Uh-huh.
Where most people are yelling, shoot the puck. I'm yelling, pass it.
I mean, he
Yeah,
did
it's-
yell at Mighty Ducks
Well, yeah, but
and say that things were wrong in Mighty Ducks.
He didn't
so
yell,
I can,
though. He just...
which Mighty Ducks you
can
talking
only-
about? The garbage you watched upstairs or real Mighty Ducks?
The garbage we watched upstairs. I mean,
Straight garbage.
I can see him. I can
Wasn't
see
that
you
bad.
getting very flustered by NHL games. Yes.
It just like you played it for a long enough time. It just doesn't make sense when they suck. Especially when the new fake Mighty Ducks is on the TV.
Well, let's
and-
talk about that. Since
Let's talk about that.
Because
That's
our,
kind of hurtful.
our weeks are the same week.
Yeah.
Well,
and
how about you
it's
tell me
its
about
own-
your week though?
Well,
I
no,
didn't hear about it yet.
One topic. Okay, calm down. One topic at a time.
Yeah, so let's talk about these Mighty Ducks.
They were not Mighty
Or as I
Ducks.
typed into Google, the Mighty Dicks.
That's a difference.
What did you get when you typed in Mighty Dicks?
I didn't hit search.
Good job.
But
Like, did you pull a
Good
dick thing
call.
where like you search for Dick's Sporting Goods, but you just put in Dicks.com, thought you'd get Dick's Sporting Goods, but
Wait.
you actually got
No.
a giant
Did you
page full of
actually
dicks?
do that?
I mean, I was like 8 years old one time.
Here-
Like, how am I supposed to know?
this is what
Internet
I do.
was new.
I search more on Google for dicks than I do for Dick's Sporting Goods, so it's not that big of a problem.
What kind of dicks though?
All kinds.
Uncircumcised or circumcised?
All kinds.
Oh.
Knobby, veiny ones,
Oh.
hairy ones, you know.
So which ones are the best then?
Your dicks
I-
are much more in detail than the ones I'm searching for. So I mean,
What are you searching for?
Yeah, what dicks are you
I
searching
don't
for?
search for dicks exclusively.
Tell
That's
tell
not a
the
thing.
listeners
Wait,
what kind of dicks you like.
non-exclusive. Are you searching for dicks that are also searching for holes?
Probably yes.
Probably.
Or you're just looking for dicks.
or are
She's
they
looking
just
for
searching
dicks
for the
and
meaning
holes.
of life?
What? No, I don't
Like,
search for that.
because like if you say dicks, it
It's
could
too
be in a
complicated.
man or a person who you're calling a dick instead of just his
I
actual
just search for
giant
people
penis.
named Richard.
Oh, yeah. I have a Yeah.
Yeah, I just look for dicks.
Like as
Yeah.
in the penis?
Big old penises. But,
Okay,
some
gotcha.
can be, they're all different sizes.
I just look for dick in general. Could be a man. Could be a penis. You never know. That's why
Whatever
it's
comes
surprising.
your way. Whatever comes your way.
Oh, see what you did there. Huh?
Well, yeah, so...
Did you say no pun intended after the fact?
No. We intend to all puns.
Because if you say no pun intended before you say it, you're just being an asshole. I learned. Whereas if you
Where'd
say
you learn? I don't say it at all.
I never say no pun intended because I intend all of my puns.
I gotta figure out where I saw this, but it definitely said that if you say no pun intended before you say it, you're just being a dick.
Well, it's kind of like saying no offense, but.
Right, exactly.
If you're saying no pun intended, you clearly intend to make a pun.
Right. You know what? This may have been a James A. Caster thing that I learned it from. Because I may also watch awkward British television shows called 8 out of 10 Castles Countdown.
Wait,
I
who did
may
you say
also
that?
watch
James who?
Taskmaster.
I have not gotten into that.
Oh, what a delightful
I did
show.
not watch that.
Here's
I'm
why
a big fan of James A. Caster.
I don't know who that is.
I think
by
do.
name.
He is the guy
We'd have to
who
look
is
at him.
he may have a bear that he shows up with that's knitted by his mother that he says don't awe him, he's a prick.
Okay.
He is very similar to my personality type.
Okay.
He's also the man who is on What I Lied to You and tells a story about him being stuck in a bush overnight in a town
I didn't say that.
wearing a bag over his head so he wouldn't get beaten up.
She doesn't like watching that
he's
so
not.
much.
He's not in 8 out of 10 Cats a lot.
Not a lot, but he's on there.
I've seen him before. I don't know if I've seen him on a dead.
He has very awkward mannerisms, which is
I
hysterical.
can tell by that photo.
Very sarcastic,
Yeah.
though. Yeah.
Okay. So I can tell already. So I'm going to apologize to the listeners.
Way off
This
topic
is going to
already.
be the worst tangent-filled thing ever. We're
Wait.
like 20-some minutes. We're like, well, with all the we're like 10-some minutes in, and we first started about Mighty Ducks, and we have yet to talk about
Yeah, I
these
know,
Mighty
we're
fucking
just-
Ducks.
Yeah,
This
but you
is
can
gonna
just
be
splice
really
it
bad
right back into it.
tangent.
I don't spice shit.
Spice it right back in.
Not, man.
Hey, get a little spicy.
No.
Splicy.
Korean food is great if it's spicy.
No. None of that.
Fine.
All right, so back to the Mighty Ducks. So
Yeah.
they have this new show. And,
Garbage.
well, go ahead. Let's hear your review.
Well,
we watched the first episode.
I'm pretty sure it's called The Mighty Ducks.
Game Changers.
Game Changers. And if they're game changers, I'm not really sure what I played hockey for in life because they did not change any games. They sucked.
Yeah.
And they make, in this TV show, from what I see, the Mighty Ducks are the bad guys.
Yeah, I don't like
And how is that supposed to be a thing? Why not just call them the Dirty Ducks then? Like,
Yeah.
You're just making fun of them.
Yeah, I don't get why they're the bad guys. Like,
Yeah.
I can understand the story plot,
I
I don't-
can't. I don't get the story plot because if you
but
suck,
they're not supposed to be the bad guys.
Yeah, but
I
if
don't
you
think
suck, you
that
shouldn't
they're
be a duck.
necessarily the bad guys.
Oh, no, they're the
No,
bad guys.
they are the old school Hawks.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie here. Like, I grew up big guy, Mighty Ducks, then realized while playing hockey, all of it was trash because it doesn't work like that.
Right.
But in general, though, like at least the first movies, you could explain why it was not correct to the sport. Like the Hawks are the bad guys, you got to beat the Hawks. It all makes sense. The Mighty Ducks are the bad guys, and what do they call themselves? The shitty guys?
No, it's
Don't bothers.
The don't
The
bothers.
bothers.
Yeah, because he's not good, and his mom makes a team for him because everybody gets a participation trophy.
Yeah, that's the world we're in.
Yeah.
But yeah, them
I do
being the bad
thoroughly
guys.
enjoy the character though, the podcast kid, because he sucks at everything, but he's a good podcaster apparently. So
Yes, I don't know. He walks around with his phone with a microphone sticking out of it. We don't even got that. So
we
he's
don't have that
yeah,
fancy.
it's pretty good.
material.
Not
Yeah.
gonna lie.
We don't.
But more importantly, there's one amazing thing about the show, and it's the logo.
Oh, the logo, fire, straight. Fire.
However, you can't buy a jersey for it. I looked it up in Redbubble. They someone will print it on a bag, on a shirt, which is fine, but I want that goddamn jersey.
I'll see what I can come up with. I'll see if I have any contacts left at Disney. See if I can get some.
I'm
Okay.
sure they're going to make some.
They will.
It's only been 2 episodes.
Yeah, but it's 2 the first episode was garbage. I could only imagine
not
it gets
gonna-
worse from there.
I liked it.
The
I
trailer
thought it was
looked
cute.
exciting.
It wasn't that bad for a new audience. This is what this is. This is for new audiences.
This is like saying like if we bring Friends back now, it's great. No, it's garbage.
I didn't say it was great, but it's not for you. This show's not for you.
It's
Listen.
not meant for you.
This show would be great if you give me a Charlie Conway child, you give me an Adam Banks child or a grandchild.
You
at
got
this
Okay,
point.
you
so
got a
here's
goal.
the
You got a
thing.
Goldberg.
You do got a Goldberg.
The goalie is definitely like Goldberg, but
I think that you're looking
Less
for
math.
the old movie in a new way, and that's not what they're doing, and you're upset by that. But that's not what the point of it is. It's supposed to be something new. It's supposed to be something different.
yeah, but you can't make the Mighty Ducks the bad guys.
Yeah, you can.
That's the biggest gripe I have. If they weren't the bad guys, it'd be perfectly
I think
fine.
I think you just need to keep watching.
Well, there's only 2 episodes so far.
We only watched 1 too.
yeah,
So
there's only 2 episodes.
yeah, well, let's
'Cause
watch.
It's that bad.
We're gonna have to watch the second one, and then a few more, and then we can judge it.
Well, there's only 2 though.
You can judge it from first episode. See, that's the problem that was around with the WandaVision.
Mm-hmm.
We were like, you can't judge it. It's the first episode. No, here's
The
the
what?
thing. WandaVision.
No
it's a
idea.
Disney.
Don't have
Don't
Disney
watch
Plus,
it.
yeah.
That's right.
Oh, is it with the good-looking chick and the weird guy who's got the dot in his head?
Yes.
For the
Yes.
the stony thing.
Yep.
Ah, okay.
But people were like, you can't judge it this soon. It's 1 episode. It's 2 episodes.
But it
You-
did get better.
You can judge it at any point you want. If I see 5 seconds of it and I realize I don't want to watch this anymore, I can say, you know what? Fuck it. I don't like it.
But WandaVision got better.
But did it?
I don't like what I didn't
no,
like
it did. It did.
I like Kate Denning.
Yes.
I mean,
Ah,
she's good to look at too.
Yes.
Yeah, I love her.
And then I think-
and I like the Olsen girl.
And
Elizabeth Olsen,
The
yeah.
guy that's in it too, I think, is Cho from my other favorite show,
Mm-hmm.
The Mentalist. Which big fan of The Mentalist.
Yeah, I never saw it.
Good
no,
show.
we didn't watch the
Very good show.
Mentalist
It's on
either.
Amazon Prime right now.
Yeah,
For free.
I'll pass because I'm a psych guy, and evidently, you don't watch both.
I don't even know what that is.
Exactly. See.
Psych is so good.
Don't forget though, I also don't watch a lot of TV, so there's also that.
All right. Well, we'll just watch Psych then this weekend.
We have to watch Psych.
It's possible. Yeah, we can do
Love
that.
Psych.
But yeah, so back to the Mighty Ducks though.
Yes.
You know, it's not even the fact that there's nobody from the old movie besides Gordon Bombay, Emilio Estevez, the Mighty Duck Man himself.
I'm pretty sure that they're going to bring. There's going to be people come
There's
back.
got to
and
be
sprinkle
somebody.
in.
But I get that they're changing it up a bit for a new audience, new kids, people who
Right.
aren't part of it. But I still think you can't make the good guys the bad guys,
No,
because then you should just call the show
the
You
Mighty
know-
Dicks.
no the Don't Bothers, starring the Mighty Ducks. Like it
First
it
of-
doesn't make sense.
Who picked out the uniform, the costumes, or
For
the
which- the new
costumes,
ones?
The uniform, the costumes, the jerseys for the Don't Bothers. They're just brown and orange.
Well, we didn't. Yeah, but we didn't see the logo yet. We got to see the logo.
I don't think they had jerseys.
Yes, they
They
did.
did in the
At the
trailer.
end.
They did when they were really shitty on the ice to show up for the team skate. They were garbage.
Yeah.
But we're gonna have to see if the second episode has a jersey in it or if there's a story behind
he's
it.
in. He's in. He said he didn't
It's-
want to
he's
watch it
getting
anymore.
hooked.
No,
And now
but
he's going to watch the second
yeah,
episode.
but if you're gonna tell me something like that, I got to see if there's a jersey now. But, however, the
That's
I'll
jersey,
buy you the jersey.
the jerseys on the Mighty Ducks, fire reminds me straight like the cartoon.
Yeah, it was a nice mixture of a lot of things.
And I like the old school purple and green.
Yeah.
Great there. I like the fact that it's just the mask.
Yeah,
With the duck?
That's
Like,
what I
that's
need
what's
down
good.
here. I need a jersey or a flag from the original.
See what we come up with.
Okay.
I've always wanted the jersey.
Okay.
I just never bought it. They're
I'm
not-
sure they have some of the from the original logo.
Oh, for sure.
I don't. Well,
They had the
what
ori-
original logo? Because I don't want the original logo. I don't want that bird playing hockey.
The bird. What?
The original one with the bird, like
The green jersey.
Oh, the green. Like yeah. Well,
Yeah.
so they came out with the actual hockey team.
right.
Came out with a third jersey 2 years ago,
Okay.
where they referenced the old logo with the purple and green. That was, I think, the best NHL jersey they had.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've seen the white jerseys floating around before.
Oh
though.
no, you can get
you
them.
could get
They're-
a jersey.
They're,
It's
they're
not
all
hard.
over the
They-
place.
They're
You can
always
get 'em.
saying they always for some reason everybody likes Charlie Conway, even though he sucked at hockey.
Yeah.
That's why he became the coach in the second movie and gave Banksy his spot because he was terrible, but his mom was banging the coach. That's why he still won the team.
Yep.
They never confirmed that.
Don't matter.
I like how you agree with me that they never confirmed that.
They never did.
You can definitely tell he's banging his mom.
Yeah.
Listen, just
His-
because they
his-
were
Look, he was in a
friendly.
scene with his dick still wet from his
No,
the mom's.
he wasn't.
Come on him.
Look,
Why
hold
are
on.
you making that up?
The bigger problem I have, though, is the second movie. Okay, second movie. She has no idea how to make the players change places. Switch it up. Like, how do you not know that? It's a hockey movie.
God, I don't remember these movies.
I don't know what he's talking
They
about.
all
In the
blurred
second
together
movie,
for me.
In the second movie,
He's gonna
he's
explain it.
all,
I don't
yeah,
know.
no, real quick. He's all about Hendricks hockey. He's all about getting his money.
Yeah.
Gordon Bombay.
Yeah.
So the tutor,
Yeah.
whatever her name was, she was forgettable.
Jill.
No,
Jane.
I have no idea who it was.
Jamboree.
Sure.
All right.
She played coach for a game and had no idea how to say change places, switch it up. Mind you, if you play hockey, you're just going to come off the ice anyway because you're tired.
Right.
It's a common thing. But that was apparently not a thing. And you know what? I never realized they actually made fun of a culture and team in the movie. They made fun of the Jamaican hockey team.
Did they?
They
Yeah,
did.
they
remember
did.
any
They did.
of this.
Like,
I
mind
do
you,
remember
coming
that.
from me of all people,
Being
to
a
be
Jamaican.
politically correct, to be PC on something,
Right.
it even offended me as an adult, seeing like
I don't
they're
remember
just making
this.
fun of them. Yeah,
I don't remember
their jerseys were pretty cool, but they made them like play a tambourine on the ice, and like the big bongo drums and shit. Gotta watch the second one, just for that point.
Okay, I guess we're watching that too.
Gonna have to. And
I
then
mean-
the third one,
I mean,
it's
we
a high
have the
school,
DVDs.
not a college. It's a high school.
Well, it's on-
not a
It
college.
definitely seemed
It's
like
a
a
prep
college.
high school. Prep high school.
It's trash. It's a college.
It's high school.
You can't convince me otherwise.
If it was college, they wouldn't be trying to get a spot in the pros.
I only remember the first one, and the second one. The only part of that I remember is when they introduce all the new players and the
Yeehaw!
yeehaw guy and the. I don't
do
remember anyone
the
else.
cowboy.
There is a 2-minute penalty for roping. That's a new one. It's
The animals are doing some weird shit upstairs.
it's normal.
Sinner's just running around like a lunatic. That's fine.
All right, so we covered the Mighty Ducks here.
Well, we
the
we
TV show
we talked
straight
about the-
garbage.
We talked about the TV show, but then we watched the other TV show.
Oh yeah.
The cartoon.
So let's get back into the 1990s. I think it's 96 that this TV show came out.
Late. It
Do
was
we have-
late
do we
nine.
have-
It
do
was
we have a
late
fact
90s.
confirmer? You know, I was a lot smarter before Google came out because you couldn't Google what
You
I
could
said.
just bullshit it.
Yeah.
like
It was-
yeah.
I was
I know.
genius back then.
It's
Man.
it's hit me hard.
You know what? I was a genius before there was Ask Jeeves. Before Google ruined
Ash
it.
Jeeves was
Man,
stupid.
Ask Jeeves. What? No, because he had a little butler on it, and he'd say, "Yes, sir."
I like
Good
Ask
luck for your
Jeeves.
stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
I also like Ask Cheeks. It sounds like Ask Jeeves.
Okay. So when was
you
it?
you are correct. 96.
Look at that.
September 6th, 1996.
Well,
Like-
you didn't say the month, so you don't get the points. Sorry.
Listen, okay. Be thankful I remembered something from my childhood.
I don't fucking remember when it was, but
Great
good show.
Yeah, good show.
You don't remember much about.
I don't remember anybody in it, but I remember when it was made.
I remember most of the characters. I don't remember. We only
I
watched
remember
the first
they were
episode.
aliens.
I definitely
Thanks,
remember
thanks for
him.
jumping in just to be really loud on the microphone.
I'm fine.
I definitely remember
Shut up.
the mask though, and being handed off and the guy dying.
I don't remember that.
I remember that part because I cried. I was sad
You
as
cried?
a child. I want to say cried.
Aw.
I was sad as a child.
Poor baby.
I don't really cry much, but you know.
But you did at that.
Sad
With
as a
the-
child.
with-
Yeah, I mean, as a
With
small
the
child.
space worm in the wormhole.
I mean,
I'm like,
1996. Yeah, I'm 5 years old back then, so yeah, it's impressionable.
Wuss. 96. I was
You're an old man already.
11.
I was
Old
7.
man.
You're old, woman.
Man, time catches
But
up.
I don't remember much of it. I remember, like I said, I remember the characters. I remember
The Dragon
they played
Dudes.
hockey. I didn't remember Tim Curry voiced it.
Yeah, that's cool.
I don't remember Jim Belushi was in it.
Well, I don't think we knew who Jim Belushi was when we were that young.
No.
My dad used to watch Blues Brothers all the time.
Yeah, but that's a different brother.
No, his older brother was in Blues Brothers 2000.
Oh, you watched that?
Yeah, it's terrible.
I've never seen it.
Garbage.
Well, that's what I thought.
First
That's what I-
one. You know, well, no, the second
First
one
one's
was good.
amazing.
Second one was okay, but it. I mean, it did technically take the record for most car crashes in a movie
Did it?
484 total cars wrecked.
Jesus.
The first one had 483.
And I'm sure they did that on purpose.
And they actually destroyed that building in the first movie.
The
They
mall?
broke that door. No. And at the very end in the Chicago Sears Tower, when they're inside the building and they drop off the money,
Yeah.
and all the cops are trying to get in, they actually broke that door, and
Oh,
it
did
actually
they?
costs like $500,000 or something like that because it was an original door.
I can say it.
Something nuts. But yeah, so the Mighty Ducks TV show,
Yes.
garbage. Old one, fire.
Cartoon's
great.
good.
Cartoon's
I'm
good.
sure they're going to bring that back.
I don't think so. I don't think if they're gonna make a terrible TV show now, I don't think they're gonna make a good
Well, they had
animated show.
I didn't say it was going to be good.
Oh well.
They're going to bring it back. That's more money. They can sell toys, except they don't really sell toys anymore.
No, it's not toys. It's Disney.
Yeah.
You got to be a thing about the cold thing, whatever that's called.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
It's
A cold
got
thing, like ice cubes.
Yeah, it's got a
Disney
it's
sells
got a
ice cubes.
snowman in it.
Disney does sell ice cubes, probably in
That's got a
Frozen.
different shapes.
Oh,
you
yeah.
go with Frozen?
Yeah, that stupid thing.
We like Frozen here.
Yeah, I don't
We
like
are
the
fans.
songs.
We are fans.
We
of
like Frozen here. And their songs.
Let it go.
I like,
Let it go.
What's the other dude in it? Who's Olaf?
The
snowman.
snowman.
Oh, who's he? Isn't there? Besides, who's in the show?
There's a reindeer.
Oh, it's the
in the show?
reindeer
Sven.
that I like the most.
Sven?
Sven.
Yeah, I like Sven. He's a special kind of reindeer. Did you know reindeer and caribou are the same thing? But reindeer are domesticated where caribou aren't? Swear to God, fun
There
fact.
aren't any
No, I know.
wild reindeer?
No, all reindeer are actually domesticated by the Norwegians. That's why they are...
No.
Yes.
No.
Oh,
No.
and there's Santa Claus with the reindeer.
Yes.
Yeah, I forgot that.
Oh,
But,
Come
wait,
on.
I was just
but they're still domesticated.
Yeah, but not
They're
by
not-
the Norwegians.
by
Yeah,
Santa
San-
Claus.
But what if Santa Claus is Norwegian?
I don't know that. I have to ask him next time I hang out with him
Yeah,
at the
I mean,
mall.
yeah, great guy, though.
I mean,
Great guy.
Well, it's Santa.
He gives presents to kids all around the world.
yeah, except Mel Gibson now. Wait, no.
Well, don't
He
ruin Santa Claus because of some guy named Mel Gibson.
Mel Gibson ruins a lot of things. Let's not give him any credence.
Oh, yeah, come on.
We
yeah.
still have to watch that movie.
Which one?
Get Santa or something. Get Fat Man or something. It's a movie that came out, and it's Mel Gibson as Santa, and someone's trying to. Is it Walton Goggins? Yeah, Walton Goggins is trying to kill Santa.
All right, let's be honest here. The only Santa movies that matter.
Tim Allen.
Tim Allen.
Yeah,
Santa
saw that
Claus.
coming.
Yeah, I don't know.
Tim Allen.
I don't
and
know how
some
you don't
stop,
see that.
Some stop motion shit from the
Yeah,
70s.
yeah, that's all that matters. Everything else is straight trash.
That one was good. The Netflix one.
Which one?
Klaus.
Klaus.
Didn't see
That one was
Also,
very good.
Don't have the Netflix.
The other one, they made a sequel, but we didn't watch it. The one with is it Kurt Russell?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
the Santa. It's
I
called
also
The
like Kurt
Santa
Russell.
Claus.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's pretty good.
I do like that. Yeah, I'll give you that. Kurt Russell's a good actor, though.
We didn't watch
Yeah.
the sequel, but yeah,
I think he might be one of my favorite actors.
Kurt Russell.
Yeah, because obviously we all know why. #1 movie that he matters in.
R.I.P.D.
Huh?
I really like that
I
movie.
don't even know what that
He's
is.
not in. That
Okay,
is
that's the guy from Deadpool.
what?
That
What are
is
we-
Ryan Reynolds.
Ryan
but
Reynolds and fuck.
Some other old guy with the same
Big
kind of haircut.
No, what the fuck is his name?
Wait, should I ask Siri? Hey Siri.
Oh, it's not Kurt Russell. You're right.
Who's in R.I.P.D.?
What, I'm Jeff Bridges.
Jeff
Yeah,
Bridges.
Not the same guy.
Not the same guy.
Just
same
like
guy.
Blurred Lines girl and Gal Gadot. Not
Hey.
the same girl.
Good
We'll get
Joe.
to that in a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay. Which?
All right, where were we?
Okay, we were talking about
Who
Kurt Russell.
who knows?
So why is Kurt Russell a great actor? The reason why?
I
Oh wait.
don't know.
Poe might know. It affected her country. Ish. Countrymen.
Oh, you're talking about. I know what you're talking
Oh,
about.
yeah.
Escape from New York. Wasn't he in it?
That's not where I'm going with that at all.
I'm so confused.
Big Trouble in Little China.
Nope. It's a movie that directly relates to our first topic.
Dicks.
What was our first topic?
It was,
Was he in a
10
porn?
seconds after Dicks.
Oh, let me time this out.
I don't know.
Directly relates to the Mighty Ducks, in a sense.
God,
No, you don't.
Cool Runnings, the Jamaican bobsled team.
He wasn't in that. That was other fact. That was a fat guy.
Cool Running.
He was in a John Candy suit. No one ever knew.
He was a Kool-Aid man too. Really?
At some point, you just get to this.
Yeah, just tell us what.
Miracle.
Oh,
The movie Miracle.
I never saw that.
I don't
1980
have,
Olympics team.
I don't have
Never saw
anybody. I have
They beat
no idea what you're talking about.
The amateurs beat the Russian
Oh, yes.
Olympic hockey team.
I do know the
in the
story.
semifinals. Not even in the final game. It was the semifinals, so everybody knows. But he plays the coach, Herb Brooks. Very impressionable as a young hockey player to watch the movie Miracle. Just saying.
Never saw it. Never played hockey.
Yeah, no, didn't watch it. Sorry.
It's good. It's good. Heartfelt American movie. You know, just like the old propaganda movies that said we were the best at everything.
Mm-hmm. Got it.
But
We still do that. We just cover it up and.
we were the best in 1980 in the Winter Olympics
In hockey.
in hockey.
Yeah, because
in
we
Lake
had Kurt
Placid.
Russell as a coach.
Obviously. We had Jimmy Craig too. Goalie.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Definitely. Them.
So-
All them.
So true.
Yep.
Okay, so
Got it.
why is Gail Gadot not the same person?
As the naked chick from Blurred Lines?
Yeah, Emily Ratajkowski,
Something like that. Yeah.
something like that. Yeah.
And not
You
the
thought
same
it was the same person.
Yeah, you thought.
I mean, they look basically the same when you see them
No,
for
they
a
don't.
solid half a second and not know either movie that either of them are in.
Here's the thing. I've never seen her in a movie. I've only seen her in one thing, and that was that music video.
No, she
and
was
that's
in
all
the,
I needed to
She
say.
was in the movie We Are Friends. Which
I've
is
never
a
seen that movie.
horrendous fake movie about DJs with that tool bag Zac Efron.
Okay. So I don't think you can make a movie about DJs
and not have it be
a
tool.
douchey movie.
Yeah,
Well,
like
but like it was all fake.
No offense to anyone who's a DJ out there.
Well, yeah, let's not ruin my DJ. I don't have any DJ
It's-
friends, but if I did,
I don't know if I do,
they
but
were pissed.
I'm sorry. But if
We-
there's a movie about DJs, it's a douchey movie.
we harbor no ill will towards any kind of DJs, but yeah, if you're making a movie about them,
Well, like, but the songs weren't. He was talking about beats per minute. He's like, oh, yeah, you start low and then you build up to better beats per minute, and then that's how you get people enticed. And it's like
Yeah.
well,
that's
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 true.
not how it works.
DJology. You gotta get in there. You gotta know.
DJology. That sounds like a special class at Florida State University for football players.
I mean, it sounds like a class that you would take as a cake class.
Yeah, you know, like snow shoveling 101.
I need
Some people need to take that fucking class.
I
sure
need
they
an
do.
art and humanities credit. I'm going to take DJology.
I mean, I would take it though because it's kind of cool.
I wouldn't, but that's me.
I wouldn't
have
either.
No,
But I'm also not good at music, so I have no.
because you
musical
don't know
ability,
about beats per minute.
I
That's your problem.
Obviously.
I would fail
Also can't
DJology
do
because
music.
I have no rhythm.
Oh, I have rhythm, but I have no rhyme.
I
It's
don't think
Jamaican
you have-
bobsled time. Whoop, whoop, whoop.
I don't think you have to rhyme. I don't think you have to sing.
I don't. Yeah, you don't have to rap or do
But
anything
that's
as
what
a
they said in
DJ.
the Cool Runnings movie. Feel the rhythm, feel the rhyme.
Man, I don't know. You're
Jamaican
kinda,
bobsled
I don't. I'm
Listen,
not.
I
Look,
watched Cool Runnings when I was like 4.
I could watch it yesterday, and I still can't quote it. I can't quote movies, even if I love them. Even if I've seen them a million times, I cannot quote a movie.
I can quote some movies,
I just remember it because they sucked.
mostly Disney movies and Harry Potter.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Give me a line from Harry Potter.
You're a wizard, Harry.
All right, that's.
I can give you a quote from.
That sounds like a
or-
awkward.
Here's a quote from Harry Potter. Bippity boppity boop.
No, that's
That's
from
Betty Boop.
Cinderella.
know.
Betty Boop.
Yeah, didn't she say something like that?
Well, we want to throw out random facts. Betty Boop is a dog.
Okay.
That's all.
What?
Betty Boop is originally a dog.
In 1939?
No, it was before that, I think.
Oh yeah, Betty Boop's older than that.
When she was designed, she was a dog in. I think she was premiered in Popeye. I could be wrong, or Popeye
And then
was
they
premiered
decided
in
to
her.
change it to a chick with giant, large breasts.
Well,
as
she
a
had
cartoon?
she had it in there too. It was an animomorphic dog. So
now
it
this
looked
sounds like an awkward thing.
no, but her ears turned into earrings and all this other stuff.
Oh, we're wrong.
What?
Betty Boop premiered in 1930.
Yeah, suck it.
Okay, you said 1939,
Yeah, it's the 30s.
and I said it was before that.
Yeah, she said way before that, though. She said 20s.
I was wrong. I said way
No,
before that.
I said it was before that, so I'm right. It wasn't
Okay,
1930. That's
you're
the
right.
whole
That's fair.
9 years.
That's fair.
So-
A lot happens in 9 years.
Yeah, especially back then. Took them 9 years probably just to make one of those.
Just to get a picture
Yeah.
of one of those.
So, what were we talking about?
Somehow we got to Betty Boop.
Yeah.
Blurred lines.
Yeah, so
Emily
they're not the same
Ratajkowski.
person. They look completely different.
Oh, they do. But, I mean, at a quick glance and not knowing who either of them are,
Well, I'd have
mistakable.
to see,
Gal got it naked?
just to, compare.
I'm going to have to go watch that movie now,
Comparison.
Blurred Lines. TV.
We'll watch
or
it afterwards.
music
It's
video.
a music video.
Yeah, we'll
same
watch
thing.
it.
It's a little movie for 3 minutes.
Yep.
It's a short film.
It is.
That's a very short film.
But just jumping ahead. Speaking of old cartoons, did you watch Gargoyles growing up?
I love Gargoyles.
You know, I think I watched 1 or 2 episodes, but never all
Never
of
got
it.
into it?
Yeah.
No. They just one of the toy companies just released that they're going to be making them, and they look amazing.
What do they look like?
The cartoon. You got a phone? Why am I'm not going to search everything for you.
Well, I just
I
figured
got
you had
my-
it up on your phone already.
I don't.
Oh,
I don't.
that's why.
It looks like a gargoyle.
This is what pops up on my phone, apparently.
Who's that? She's kind of cute.
That's the girl from the show.
What show? I don't.
Oh,
That's the girl with the other chick.
that's
Modern
with
Family.
Ariel Winter. The Winter.
Yeah,
That's
the other girl.
Oh,
what's her name?
the other girl.
Sarah Hyland.
Sarah Hyland.
Hyland.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. I can't see.
She's
that
apparently
well from here.
engaged, but yeah, that's not a big deal.
Yeah, people have broken off engagements before.
Yeah, happens all the time.
Yep.
So yeah,
All right. So he's going to take 10 years to do that. You want to talk about our week?
Yeah, we had an exciting week this week.
We had a long drive
Oh,
that you thoroughly enjoed.
my drive
I
was
didn't
quick.
mind the drive there.
Our drive was twice as long as your drive.
It
Yeah.
really was.
I didn't mind the drive there as much as I minded the drive back. The drive back was
Exciting.
Don't they
Oh.
always say it takes longer to? It feels like it takes longer on the drive home than it does on the drive there.
No, I think it's reverse.
it's usually it's usually reverse. But the main problem was
Well, here's what we did. We weren't. Yeah.
Yeah, that was good.
When we drove there, we left at 3 a.m. So we'd miss all New York traffic. When we came home, we left at like 8:30 in the morning.
we
so
we went to
wanted
Maine, by the way, guys.
Well, I was getting to that.
I didn't go to Maine.
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert.
When we came home, we were going to hit New York City at like 4.
That's a terrible idea.
That's why
Yeah.
we went. We added 2 hours to go around it.
Did you go around Poughkeepsie?
Probably. I don't know where we were.
I thi-
Wherever
I
the
thi-
GPS told us to go,
definitely
we went.
didn't go near Poughkeepsie, I think, but we went through like the middle of Connecticut to avoid New York.
Yeah, so
Right.
Connecticut is before New York.
Yeah. Yeah, we had before we went
It
there.
was
We had a little
weird.
bit of geography problems going on.
That's a very big
Um,
geography problem.
Hey.
But I'm not talking about it.
You really have to
I'm
go
just-
through
Hey.
Connecticut. to
Hey, how
get
you
to
doing?
New York City.
Hey, girl. Hey, baby.
Hey,
Baby.
I don't know where this is
Baby.
coming from, but you've been doing that to me all day.
Baby.
Maine,
Baby.
straight out of Maine.
Baby,
Baby.
baby, baby.
So how did Maine go?
All right. So we drove up to Maine. It took
9 hours.
8.5, 9
Yeah.
hours.
It wasn't bad.
Here's a little tip for everyone out there. If you're going to go to Maine,
Fly.
no, we love driving. She really loves driving on the way home.
I love sleeping.
If you're going to go to Maine, go between May and October. Because if you go at the end of March, you'll soon realize that there is not a fucking thing open.
Everything was closed. Yeah. Even like the thing that's like
And the things that were open close at like between 6 and 8 p.m.
Is it a COVID thing?
It's partially the COVID
Partially-
thing, but
partially
nothing-
COVID,
It's a tourist where we were at. It's a tourist place, so it just shuts down.
Where'd you go in Maine?
went to
Bangor.
went to
we were
East-
hour outside of Bangor.
yeah.
Just went to Bangor.
Yeah,
We went to Eastbrook, but mainly it was
off Molasses Pond.
Molasses Pond, but mainly it's like Winter
Oh.
Harbor and Bar Harbor right next to Acadia.
We
Did
were
you
at.
find some crabs?
No, it's not crab season.
There's no season. It was a terrible Terrible idea.
It was a bad idea to go during this time
We
of
rented
year,
a cabin on a lake, which was nice.
which is beautiful.
Wait, you rented a cabin on a lake
Yes.
at the end of winter.
Yes. It wasn't fully iced over.
No,
There was some ice.
I went kayaking.
We went
on it.
kayaking. However, when I got into my kayak,
Sit on or sit in?
sit on. Yes. I hate those.
I
First of
like
all-
sit-ons.
10
So-
out of 10, I agree.
So first of all, we had to walk on the ice. And then she sat down on the ice in the thing and I pushed her in so she was smooth. Then I had to balance myself on the stupid fucking sit on one. And I'm about to fall, blah blah blah. I slide myself in. As soon as I hit the water, I think there might have been a hole in the fucking thing. My whole ass was fucking drenched in cold ass
Ice
fucking
cold water.
It went up my rectum, and I'm floating into the middle of the lake. And I'm like, no, we ain't doing this. We can't do this.
He's like,
Because
nope.
I don't know if you had freezing cold water in your
Yeah.
rectum.
Snowboard, ski, and all that. Yeah, I get it.
You can't balance yourself on a sit on top thing.
Kayak.
I'm like
Sketch to begin with.
I'm about to fall in. I'm like freaking out, and I do not want to fall in that deep water right now. And so I wiggled my way back, and then it was all iced over. So I couldn't just climb.
You had to get out
off.
in the water. Didn't
I had to
you?
go knee deep in
Oof.
fucking ice water and then climb up. It was the worst fucking thing ever. It was horrible.
He immediately went inside and changed as I'm sitting.
Well, no,
I'm sitting on the lake.
And
Yeah, on the kayak.
luckily we have a lake, private lake
Like an
access.
entrance. Yeah.
We have woods around, no one around. So as I'm walking to the front door, because we had the back door locked, I walk to the front door. I'm just fucking taking off my clothes, walking around the house naked, then go in. The sun was very warm.
It sounds like a PSA to definitely go to Maine in March and run a house on the lake.
Really
and then
not.
go on the lake.
I mean,
Yeah.
the house was
It
beautiful.
would have been fine
It
if I
was-
would have skinny dipped, but I had some clothes on, so that makes it cold.
Yeah, but
So
it's the middle of winter. Who's outside?
No one.
we were.
Especially in Maine.
Yeah, nobody was in any of the cabins around us.
Nope. It was just us.
It was just us.
We were the only idiots.
I mean, listen, the it was
It was a beautiful cabin.
It was a beautiful cabin. The view was gorgeous, and it was dirt cheap to stay there. So I mean, it wasn't
And
horrible.
everything was real nearby. We only had to drive 45 minutes
Oh
to
my
do
god,
anything.
This
I mean,
cabin
Maine
was so
is-
secluded.
I'm pretty sure that Maine is the only state with that has more unpaved roads than paved roads.
I'm fine with that.
Yeah, the roads wasn't the issue.
I
so,
lo-
It could be a completely false fact.
I have.
but I think
It's
I heard
probably
that
it's
once.
probably completely false.
Yeah.
But I got a truck, so I'm like going
False
over the
facts.
bumps. There's also some weird thing at an intersection where there's a stop sign on a telephone pole in the middle of the road.
so you know how usually there's one side or the other. There was 3 ways to get in.
Like it was a 3-point intersection, but they just threw a
A
telephone pole in the middle of the road,
It's called Bumfuck America.
and then you just had to figure out okay,
Called being in the middle of nowhere. Yep,
Sounds
So-
like Pennsylvania.
pretty much.
it was in the middle of nowhere. Yeah,
And none of them had fucking accents.
no, nobody
No,
did.
because it's
until
just-
we got to the truck stop,
The truck stops, they sounded like they were fucking from
Canada.
Canada, Boston.
It's
Like it was just
they sounded Canadian there.
it was weird. I never.
But-
Canada, Boston.
Yeah, it was weird.
Like they want to sell you a moose
Yeah, first of all, I didn't know that they had to pump my gas there
in
at
Maine.
this one stop. Yeah, I don't know. It was just the one stop. So I got out, and this guy just walks up to me, and he starts talking, and I wasn't prepared for the accent. I had no idea what he said. I'm like, this guy's. I look. She's
Was
like,
he
complimented your truck?
You know what?
yeah.
French.
No, they weren't French Canadian.
That's Nova Scotia up that
They-
way. So
they-
that'd be.
They
Dude,
They
I don't
really
know.
shouldn't have an accent. Up
they
there.
had
It was-
a Canadian.
They had some weird stuff going
Don't
on.
forget, I live right near Canada,
Yeah,
so
you
they
do.
sound normal to me.
I don't know.
Well, you don't sound normal. You got that little
I spent most of my time in Canada.
Canadian
You have a
twang.
little Canadian accent sometimes.
But these, I
I
couldn't
mean,
hear.
I could definitely tell you about a moose in Saskatchewan.
Well, let's talk about moose.
Let's talk about moose.
So we're driving on the road.
Don't hit a moose up there in Saskatchewan, okay?
So we're driving in there, and then there's all these signs saying, "Watch out for moose! Moose in the roadway! Watch out for moose!"
Oh, shit, will fuck you up.
This
Next
is
20 miles,
false
watch for the
advertising.
moose.
False
You know how many
advertising.
moose we saw? We saw about 300 moose. They were all in the gift shop
Do you know why you don't see a moose in Maine at this time of year?
because they're vacationing in Florida.
I mean, yeah, close, but not that far. It's cold, man. So they're down in the valleys, not in the mountains.
We weren't in mountains.
No, but that's
We're not in
considered high.
mountains.
Yeah, but that's considered a higher elevation up there. So they'll move down a bit.
Just wanted to see.
It sounds stupid, but they'll go to the breeding grounds in the winter.
I just want to see a goddamn
We're not in.
moose.
It's spring. It's spring, first of all.
Yeah, but they're
And then
not.
second of all,
back yet.
they're fine in the cold. Moose?
They actually, yeah, but they're foragers. They actually look for less snow.
There was no snow.
Well,
No snow.
global warming's a bitch.
No snow. So they better
So they
fucking
say.
break out their...
I want to see a goddamn moose.
We went to Vermont.
You
No
want to
moose.
see one, but you really don't want to see one.
That's
At least
what I
not
told
in a
him.
car. Like
That-
you don't want to see one in a car.
See,
You
isn't
did,
that
you
exactly
said
what I
the
said?
issue-
I said
same
if
thing.
Yeah.
I said if we, she was like all excited, and as I'm driving, I'm like, look, if we see a moose in the car, that's not a good thing.
Nope.
And I'm just gonna have to back up and get the fuck out of there. And she was like, but why?
Well, do you know the most deadly reason with moose is you hit them, and because they stand so tall, you
'Cause-
actually chop their legs out, and
Yeah.
they're 2,000 pounds of them come right through your front windshield and kill you.
Yeah.
It's a very common thing up there in Saskatchewan.
Or they
Or
just come
Maine.
over and just fuck you up.
Well, no, as long as there's no,
I don't know.
whatever they
I'm
call the little things up there. I don't know what they call the
Mices.
meese.
Mice.
It's a meese.
It's a mouse.
It's a meese.
And mice.
No, they call it a. I'm assuming it'd be a calf because
Yeah, I
you
would
got bulls,
imagine
so
it's
I'm assuming it's a
calf. I don't
calf. If there's no calves around, the mother's not normally aggressive, and breeding season is done with, so the bull shouldn't be that.
Yeah,
Dickish.
I'm not sticking around to find out.
No, but they're
If I
not
see
gonna.
a moose in the roadway, I'm backing the fuck up.
Well, yeah, if you see one on the roadway, just chill out. For a
Listen,
minute.
I'm tired of the false advertising. If you're telling me there's a moose crossing, I expect to see a goddamn moose.
Well, the PSA is don't go before March, so go like, June to August, and you'll probably see a moose.
Well, we'll be going back in season.
Yeah,
In
I want to
season.
see puffins. I want to see seals.
Because
What's a puffin?
A puffin's
You
like
never-
it's a bird.
Yeah, I definitely don't know what a puffin is.
It's most people contribute it to a penguin, but it's not. It's a black and white bird that can fly, and it has a colored beak. It's like yellow and orange beaks.
So it's a duck.
No,
No,
it's
no,
a,
no,
it's
no,
a it's a it's not a duck beak. It's a bird. It's a
It's
normal
not like a
bird
flat
beak.
bill.
It's a wide, like a thick beak.
Like a heron?
Herons don't have thick beaks. They have long beaks. You don't know birds.
Yeah.
Like
Clearly.
you mean
Oh.
like a platypus?
Looks like a dodo bird.
That's a puffin.
Kinda.
Looks like a dodo bird.
Yeah.
Well, extinct because it's Canadian.
Puffins.
Also is
I want to see
flightless.
puffins. I want to see seals. I want to eat at restaurants that are open.
Yeah, we wanted to go on. They had boat tours and plane tours of seeing like the whales, puffins
In March.
Yeah, no, they open in
April.
April. So
Again, though, you want to see a whale in March
Yeah.
in Maine.
I mean, they're there.
Are they?
I don't know.
Would
They're-
don't what's that word? Migrate down south where it's
Yeah.
warm?
Yeah, and it's warm there. At one point, yeah, when we were there, it was almost 60 degrees.
Yeah, that's because global warming. It's
Yeah.
not because it's natural.
Global warming
'Cause-
is natural at this point.
I'm just letting you know, it definitely snowed at my house yesterday.
Okay, but see, you weren't in Maine.
No, you weren't.
Things are different in Maine. Trust me, things are way different. So
Oh, I'm sure they are.
let's look at notes because I made them. Yeah, so we got there and we were like, I want pizza. Blah blah. Blah. Let's go out to eat. Let's go to a bar because bars are open. We looked it up and there were plenty of places that said online they were open. Yet no one's open. So we go to a sports bar, Tag Sports Bar, big pool hall, everything. I sent them a message on Facebook. They said we open at 5. Good shit. They got food. They got drinks. They got local people. What could be wrong?
They open at 5, April 7th.
We drive down there, 45 minutes, because that's where everything is, in Ellsworth, Maine. That was pretty much the only place we hung out.
Ellsworth's actually a nice place.
Ellsworth. It is a nice place.
Yeah.
So we got there, and we walk in the sports bar. Immediately, it's like they turned the record scratched to silence. Everyone, and there was a bunch of people in there.
Yeah.
Everyone stopped what they were doing, turned, and stared at us like we didn't belong.
Well, I mean, you don't belong in Maine.
But they don't know.
Instantaneously.
Yeah, you could just, you can tell.
Clearly. So, in our heads, we were like, yeah, we got to go. But we didn't. We walked in. We didn't get seated. We didn't get greeted. Nothing was done to us except all these dirty looks. So we go and we sit down at the only booth available. No one comes. There's nowhere to order. We're looking at each other and we're like,
Got to order on Facebook.
we were looking at each other and we're like, no one's eating. They're all drinking. There's no chips. There's no fries, nothing. They're just playing pool and drinking. I was like, you know what? I don't think they have the kitchen open. It's like, we're hungry. We just drove from Philly to Maine. We're hungry. So we sat there for a little while trying to figure out where to go, but we had no reception in there. So we get up, we slow walk out as everyone stares at us. We walk out the door. Now, I don't know if this happened, but I know it did happen. Everyone cheered and clapped. They opened up the kitchen and brought all the food back out.
So what you're saying is you looked like an outsider, so they treated you like garbage.
Yes.
It's not that they
I felt
even
offended.
They didn't treat us like no. You could tell that no one initially wanted us to be there. Like,
Right.
To be fair, did
Like,
you
it's
ask if the
so
kitchen was
awkward.
open, or did you say, are they open?
I asked if the place was open.
So you didn't actually ask if the kitchen was open.
Listen,
Well, it's a...
Hold-
it's-
But a building can be open, but not serve food.
okay, listen.
Yeah, but I feel like you should say that.
That
I mean, that's
one
very
Because
fair.
Two,
on your thing, it says we have pool, we have food, and we have booze.
Also, if you're
Fair.
walking into a place, right, and you may not be local, customary, somebody's there to speak to you about, like, oh, hey,
There's a
seat
hostess or
yourself
something.
or
Or
somebody.
a sign. Maybe a sign.
Yeah, a
Seat
sign that
yourself.
says seat yourself. Nothing.
I mean,
there was nothing.
Just some dirty fucking looks from some...
To be fair, I've walked in many places and just had dirty looks. So I don't know if it's me, but I've
I don't
definitely
know.
had a lot of dirty looks.
I get looks all the time, but I've never felt like this.
Oh my god, this was one of those situations where, like, it's like if you walk into a party that you weren't invited to and you don't know anyone.
I was never invited to a party, so I never went.
I've been in a lot of parties, and when I walk in them,
Sad kid.
I just kind of, like, no one even notices I'm there.
Yeah.
So-
this was not that.
I get it.
This was, oh, we all know that you're here and none of us want you here. You're awkward and leave. Like, instantaneously.
They're all ugly anyway, so...
I mean, it's Maine. What do you expect?
Hey, no. Did
Did you
There's
see one good-looking Maine girl?
Yes.
Sorry, Poe.
Why are
What?
you sorry? I'm not upset.
Maine has some attractive girls that we saw.
Yeah.
I saw.
And there are definitely some attractive guys.
And we were at Walmart. So I know, right? So you get the bottom of the barrel at Walmart. But there were some attractive women at Walmart. And in Maine.
They were all
In
tourists.
Ellsworth.
All tourists.
No, there are no tourists. We've established
Yeah,
that already.
there was no tourists there.
If there were
we were the only
tour-
tourists.
we were
Only
the
tourists.
only
We were not
tourists
welcome.
there.
Oh, boy.
So
But yeah, so my thing was the national park was mostly closed because you looked for places to hike in Acadia,
yeah, they had
And they're
all of it was shut down.
and their trails were shut down. I'm like, this is a national park.
Snow.
Like, what?
There's no snow.
There
But the snow is
wasn't any
melting.
snow.
yeah, but look at it this way though. If the snow was there
Yeah.
and it melted, you're gonna have muddy trails, and then you don't want people walking through getting hurt.
Well, that's the thing. One, for his point of view, well, he's right, but also because, like, during that time, you don't have to pay for maintenance.
Yeah, and
You
Right.
don't have to pay for
park
rangers.
rangers.
You don't have to pay for any of that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
it makes
I mean,
sense,
You're
but
just, yeah.
It makes sense. It's just like
It's an awkward point between like open season and closed season.
Right.
Of like a whole, probably a whole 2-3 weeks.
yeah, like it was just like that awkward period where it is spring technically, but they're not open yet.
Right. I get that.
And I think that was our mistake. We initially thought like, hey, it's spring now, more things should be open
Well,
there.
and I looked, and they said things were open, but they weren't
They lied.
because they're lying bastards.
They lied.
Trying to get us up there so they can have our money, but then not take our money because they weren't open.
We got to go back when it is the season though, because like there was
I
some
hear
stuff
Maine
that I
is very
liked.
nice to see
It was
when it's open.
It was
Yeah.
beautiful there. It was beautiful there nonetheless.
They have good crab too.
They need to just put on their sign.
The lobster
like,
roll was
welcome,
delicious.
Welcome to Maine, but like underneath of it, we're currently closed. Like during off season, just let people know ahead of time that we don't open.
Until late April. We are not open until late April.
Probably May. I'd say May is probably even better time.
May, yeah, May between May and October.
Yeah,
But
whatever.
the lobster roll was amazing. I did get a lobster
I don't
roll.
eat seafood,
it was
so
so good.
their
Love it.
pizza, the pizza up there, delicious.
Lobster pizza?
Nope,
No, it's just pepperoni.
Oh.
But we did find one bar that was open. Yeah, the lobster roll was amazing, and the clam chowder was really good.
Was it Maine clam chowder or New England
It's New
clam
England
chowder?
There's no such thing as Maine clam chowder. It's New England clam chowder.
But they're not Boston people.
So
That's Boston clam chowder.
it's New England.
We drove 45 minutes into Ellsworth to go to a bar that was open. We walk into said bar that was open, and they said, "We have no seats at this time." At that point, they didn't take our number. They didn't take our name. They weren't going to call us. We got the same fucking looks that we got in the same place.
I think
And then as soon as we left, someone else walked in, and they did not walk out.
Ellsworth, the problem with Ellsworth was a lot of that was a COVID issue. Like, because the bar that we went to was tiny,
It was tiny.
and they didn't have a lot of seating.
Okay.
And I think that a lot of, like, the
But
Ellsworth
when
stuff was closed
someone
because of COVID.
comes into your place
Yeah, it's...
and they want to wait, you take their number and possibly their name.
Yeah, it was just the customer service.
There's a
that
lot of
we
weird shit
received
going on
there
down
was
there.
like a very iffy.
We go to Martha's Diner. They're open, but when we get there, they're now closed on Tuesdays. So no breakfast.
Everything was closed Mondays and Tuesdays.
So
Well,
we didn't eat, so
that's
we were hungry. So now we drove, and then we found this other diner that was like a block away. So we're like, we'll go here. We park. I look out, and it's a sign. There's a sign. I only read half the sign, but whatever. And I got angry. And the sign said,
he was already angry.
"Please call. If you want a seat, please call the number, and we'll meet you at the front door."
Okay. That's fair.
That's fair, right?
It's fair
That's
for
fair.
COVID, I guess,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah. That's fine.
Yeah.
So
I can understand that.
they have everything and the phone number, right? Makes
Phone's
sense.
out of service.
No. Makes sense though, right?
Yeah.
Well, later I think the phone was out of service, but before that, we're from Philly, so we don't know these things. On the phone number, they had 7 numbers of the phone number. You'd think it would be nice to put the fucking area code.
Oh shit.
Do you want to hear something?
There was no god.
Do you
there was
wanna
no
hear
goddamn
what-
area
I
code.
think Maine is so shitty that it just has one area code.
It's not shitty, but there's so few residents that they only have one area code.
Yeah.
Do you want to hear something funny
But
though?
hold on.
Later on,
you're yeah, I know where you're into.
Okay.
But you're a fucking tourist place.
All right.
At some
so
point, someone's going to need to know the fucking area code.
Devil's advocate.
Oh God.
Is Ellsworth middle of state or near the border?
it's near the coast.
The only reason I say that is because if it's on the border of
It's near the coast.
New Hampshire.
No, it's in the middle.
It's in
Right.
The,
So that's what I
the
mean,
coast.
though. It's like if you were on the border of like New Hampshire and Maine, I could see
Yeah.
I could see having area code.
But
But if you're in
you're
the middle of Maine, like
but you're in a
it's-
tourist area.
the Ellsworth is considered a tourist area because they're so close to the 2 main harbors.
Buffalo's a tourist area, and they don't put there's a phone area code on there.
Do you
I-
really not put area codes? I don't understand.
Why?
Wait, area? You don't have area codes? We have them here.
Yeah, well, you put area codes.
All of where I'm from in Buffalo, everything's the same area code. So no one puts an area code on anything.
No one puts an area code.
To be fair, no one visits Buffalo.
Apparently, we have the tastiest drive chicken wing tasting bullshit thing, I guess.
Yeah, I guess so. It sounds delicious.
Garbage.
Yeah, you're really selling that.
Well, because
Oh, God,
according to somebody, I can't have beer and chicken wings. I can have beer and crackers, but I can't have beer and chicken wings.
Listen, calm down over there. Anyway,
Straight bullshit.
but that's so weird that they don't put area. Like, my thing is, you have to put an area code. You have to put an area code.
Actually, as of October 2020, you actually have to have an area code.
yeah, so
yeah.
You will. You will. And you'll have to actually dial 1 before you do it, too, for the country code. They're adding, I think, 991 will now be a mental health services hotline, just like 911.
Good.
So it'll be a national number you can call.
but who answers? And who?
Somebody.
No,
I believe it's actually someone to help you. So they're
it's-
actually making you do a 1 in
it's-
front of the thing, and then there's area code.
Yeah, it's going to be a national
Yeah.
mental health hotline. So they're going to, what they're probably.
So like suicide health.
Yeah,
but it's
Yeah.
not. It's not like just suicide. It's anything you need.
Right,
mental
right,
health.
right,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, the government.
But when you have a
issued
problem,
that out.
when the person's on the other line and you have a problem,
They-
they still will transfer you
if
to
it's
911.
if it's immediate danger, yeah, they'll
Right,
transfer you to
911. But
911.
Gotcha.
otherwise, they'll send you to someone else. But surprisingly, I am for that. Not for having to do the area codes, but for a helpline for
I'm
people
for
that need
everybody
it.
adding a freaking
Right.
area code too.
I'm for both.
I'm for both.
I'm going ahead.
I
I'm
vote
gonna
For one
for
and the other.
both.
Area codes suck.
They do suck, but you have to call people.
Listen,
I don't have to call people. I choose to call people.
Jeez, to call people.
Which
But
that
yeah,
doesn't even happen.
so area codes, they didn't have them up there, and then you wanted to say,
Yeah, like in the restaurant. So for contact tracing purposes, they took everybody's name and number. In every place we went to, the bar that was open that we did end up going to, the girl was like, "Thank you for giving me an area code." I'm like, "You're welcome." Like, clearly they need area codes up there.
Yeah.
It was just
yeah,
Yes.
I'm always somebody different when they ask me for a phone number and name.
ugh.
Safety first, guys.
Yeah, I
That's
guess
not,
so.
That's not safety.
So-
Shush.
There's
There's
an-
safety for somebody.
There's another thing that's wrong with Maine. There's a lot of things wrong with Maine.
Enough to say.
And they're not like we have people who listen from Maine here. So I would like to ask you questions, but I only have the idea of Maine from visiting off season. I don't know if everything changes in off season, but this was a big problem, and I don't think off season fixes it. When we were driving up there, we had time to kill. So I got really excited when I saw an attraction sign, and it said, 1 mile ahead, there's a telephone museum. Now,
Late for Alexander Graham Bell? The telephone guy?
it just said 1 mile ahead,
Just said telephone museum.
in the blue sign, so it lets you know that it's an attraction. So I got really excited for a stupid fucking museum. Now, it's a stupid fucking museum. It's probably just Bob, and he's got his first Nokia, he's got his second phone, and he's got his third phone. It's a 3-phone museum. That's it. But I'm driving. I'm like, babe, we're going to see this museum. We got time to kill. Fuck it. We're going to go to this museum. A mile passes. There is nothing there.
He got so upset.
And I was like, maybe it's a little further. There was no telephone museum whatsoever. And it pisses me off.
I'm so sorry. babe.
Later, there was another thing that said right here, I forget what it was. This whatever attraction ahead. We got to the attraction. The building has been demolished.
Yeah, the National Office and Telephone Museum is in Hinesville, Georgia.
Well, fuck that one.
No, we're not talking about the National Museum.
Oh.
No.
It was just
It was
a
not
tele-
national.
Oh, just
I guarantee you.
random telephone museum?
It was just probably some guy in a barn.
It was
who-
probably
who
like a
you
collection of
you
phones.
went to see the museum thinking that you'd see phones, but he'd just probably fucking mug you for your phone and then add it to his collection, and that's what he called a museum. But there was no fucking museum, and I'm pissed about that. So I want Maine to send me money because pain, suffering.
Oh, you don't have any pain.
Send me the imaginary amount of money for that entry to the fucking telephone museum. Give me that $10.
I think you're just
You sound
gonna
like
have
a Californian
to.
now.
I think you're just gonna have to get over
I'm
it.
entitled. I'm fucking entitled. Give me my money. I didn't get to see an old fucking telephone.
This item is known to cause cancer in the state of California.
That's every fucking thing.
I think that you're just gonna have to get over it, babe.
Clearly, I'm not. I'm not. I should have, on the way back, I should have just stole that fucking sign.
You know what? It's because you didn't drive an electric or a Prius up there. You
there
drove
were a
truck.
lot of Priuses.
Oh, yeah.
But there were more trucks.
Oh, I mean,
There were
there's
most
no real
certainly
roads, yeah,
more,
I
more
get it.
trucks
You're going to
than
be
there
kind
were
of screwed
Priuses.
if you're driving a Prius in fucking snow.
It's a Prius, by the way, too.
Yeah.
That's very nice.
Yeah.
It's a Prius.
Um,
Come on.
I don't know. You got anything else to say about Maine?
It's beautiful up there.
It is.
Good
And-
scenery.
And the food that we did eat was good.
If I was when I
If
go
you
on
did it
vacation,
again, would you?
not in March.
Not between the months
Here-
of October and March.
I would have enjoyed myself so much better. I would have loved that place. Let's say this. If I had a sit-in kayak.
Oh, my God.
Because I couldn't even enjoy the lake.
Yeah. Things did not go right on many levels for you.
So from now on, we're buying kayaks.
yeah, we'll
And
bring
I'm
our
just going
own
to take it
kayaks.
with me everywhere.
We're going to have to bring our own kayaks.
Oh. The biggest part.
What?
So I fell asleep at around midnight before we left. And we had to get up at 2
2 hours of sleep?
to drive. So I had to drive 9 hours on 2 hours of sleep. But it gets better.
Oh.
We were there for how many nights?
3.
3 nights. I didn't sleep at all any night. And you want to know why I didn't sleep? Because I'm fucking paranoid and I stayed up thinking some motherfucker was breaking into the cabin.
So,
And it's a cabin. So and it's built
desolate?
by these guys. It's
You're
like
surrounded
it
by
creaks.
woods.
It
It
creaks.
creaks. We had this
The
weird heater downstairs that kept making these weird noises like someone was
a pellet
walking.
stove?
No.
No.
It was like modern, like in
It's
the
forced,
wall unit.
Forced air.
Oh, those fancy Mitsubishi ones?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So like it kept making noises. Now I know that there was no one in there, but I had no sleep from the night before, and I was so paranoid that like I'm ready. Like I'm staring at the stairs, waiting for someone to come up all night long. I maybe got like 30 minutes of sleep. The second night, same fucking thing, and it's just building because I was downing monsters nonstop just so I would be awake for the whole fucking day. Now, the last night, I went to bed. I was so dead. I went to bed, and that's maybe why I had such a horrible drive on the way back, because I had no sleep. I went to bed a little early. I went to bed at like 8:30, 9 o'clock. She went to bed at 11. But that gave me time to know that she was awake downstairs, so I could fall asleep knowing that no one was breaking in the house. It was just horrible.
I mean, there is that creepy movie where the 3 people break into the house that has like nobody near it.
Cabin in the woods.
No, I want to say this has the girl. You won't know because you only like Lord of the Rings, but it has the elf girl
I love Lord of the
from
Rings.
Lord of the Rings.
Liv Tyler?
Yeah, Liv Tyler's in it. And
Are you thinking of Funny Games?
No, she's in this movie, and they all wear masks and stuff. And when she asked them why they chose her house,
Oh,
they said because you were home.
yeah. There's
Strangers, maybe.
Strangers.
Yeah,
There's another
that movie creeped me out as a child
There-
because I have relatives who live in the woods.
There's
so, yeah.
another movie called Funny Games,
Okay.
and it's kind of the same thing,
Yeah.
but it's
I remember Funny Games.
you never saw it.
I never watched it, no.
There's two
Strangers
versions.
definitely tweaked me out.
Yeah. But yeah, I just couldn't sleep, and I never sleep well the first night.
Okay.
Anywhere.
No.
You just knew.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I was so fucking paranoid. I couldn't sleep. I was ready to
He put
shoot.
chairs against doors.
Yeah.
Like he put
Like
kitchen
if someone was
chairs.
coming in, I was going to hear that shit, and then I was going
Oh
to start
my
shooting.
God.
Like
Jesus.
We're in the middle of nowhere on a lake.
it was irrational, but I had no sleep, and I was so tired, dude. I was so fucking
Dude, I'd have
tired.
passed out.
I couldn't and then I'd wake up, and then I'd hear something.
Your
I'm like,
brain goes, yeah.
Look,
He'd sleep for
I-
like 10 minutes at a time.
I don't know what this noise was, but there was someone outside dribbling a fucking basketball twice.
So
That's it.
So there were these buoys, you know, the ones you
I don't
attach
think so.
to
This was
crab.
I heard it
Yeah.
again.
Cage, and
No.
I'm telling
This was
you.
you know the
Sure
sound of a
wasn't
basketball.
a tiffin or piffin?
Puffin?
Puffin?
No.
No, it wasn't
it
a
was out of
puffin.
season. They weren't around.
Migratory bird.
But they were hibernating. So you know the sound of a basketball.
Yeah.
It's got that like
Thunk, thunk,
that
thunk.
thunk,
Yeah.
but you got that high pitch like
Yeah.
weird.
Yeah.
hollow
Yeah,
sound.
Yeah.
it's got and then the noise it makes when it hits the concrete. It's got a very distinct
Yes.
noise. I know what
like,
you're talking
you
about.
can't duplicate it.
No.
That's what I heard. I heard 2 bounces.
Was
And
it
that's it.
haunted?
It could have been. There was a basketball. There was a basketball.
There was a
hoop outside.
basketball court, but their basketball court wasn't paved.
No,
So maybe it was just haunted.
it was a ghost.
Just by a basketball player.
Maybe
well,
a
it could have been
kid.
somebody who just played basketball there and
But-
drowned in the lake.
But it was just twice. I'm.
It wasn't cold enough for them to form up more
It was
than
out of
twice.
season. But anyway, so yeah, I kept every night. I heard it once. So I don't know what that noise was or where it was coming
Could
from,
have
but
been
it
a
was
ghost.
It was outside. No, it was outside. And I'm like, I'm staring at the door, thinking someone's gonna fucking come up. I got my gun right above my head. I'm like, I'm gonna end up shooting
Nothing.
Poe. Like, don't. I was like, if you get up, let me know. I'm awake. You're gonna see my bloodshot eyes in the pitch black dark. I'm like, I am freaking the fuck out.
You were.
You sound like somebody on a bad trip of drugs.
Yes, that's how I felt.
You were just so I don't know why. Why
I
were you
don't-
that paranoid?
Because I didn't. Because
I get the rational thought though of you're 45 minutes away from town. You're in a brand new place in the middle of nowhere
You're
on a lake,
surrounded
and
by-
you're hearing noises that shouldn't be happening at 11, 12, 1 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah,
I
there's
totally get it.
There's no pavement. Where's this basketball being bounced?
Listen, I used to live in Arizona for a while, and we lived in the middle of nowhere. We heard a noise, and it was either get the guns or
Yeah.
get something to kill somebody with because someone's breaking in. Which we had more reason to believe someone was breaking in just because it's Arizona. So, I mean, it makes sense. But
Right.
overall,
So-
though, like I get the thought.
It was just bad. And then I had no sleep. So I'm a paranoid person. It's just how I am. And then with no sleep,
Yeah,
Even worse.
just got
I
worse.
can't control it.
Amplified.
I can't control it. And oh my god, I never wanted. But I never want to do that again.
So go in, again, PSA, going to Maine after May, before October.
Yes, and make sure that there's no basketball courts around.
Okay, so next time, not gonna stay in a kid-friendly cabin. Got it.
Yes, adult friendly only.
Okay, got you.
Lots of dildos.
Well, we bring those.
Sex wings.
Yes.
Tables.
Well, you got to eat on something.
Move on.
All right. Okay. So, anything else for Maine?
No, like I said, it's beautiful. It's beautiful
I had
there.
a fucking mental breakdown on the drive home.
He did. He
First of
got-
all, so you had,
Oh my
you had a
gosh.
moment of insanity at the cabin.
No, I had.
then get a
I had
couple hours of
4
sleep and
I
then
had
drive
4
home.
days.
he had
of
days
moments.
of insanity.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're driving.
On the drive up, I learned that I don't know how to read. My brain wasn't working. Like there's a farmland truck that drove by, right? It said farmland.
did.
There's a fucking cow on it. What did I read? Marmalade.
He turns to me. He's like, "Look, babe, a marmalade truck." I'm like, "That says farmland."
Everything I
Yeah, but-
read was completely wrong. I saw Planned Parenthood sign. What was it? There was nothing remotely close.
The way up or the way down?
The way up.
the way
So,
up,
2 hours of sleep.
we
This is
passed
this is
place.
the dare thing in school, where kids, this is your brain on drugs. This is your brain normally.
Trying to beatbox.
But yeah, so my brain was not working whatsoever.
Nope.
It was like fuck. So that was on 2 hours of sleep driving up. Now on the drive back, I had even less sleep because I didn't sleep
4
at
days in a
all.
row.
4
Yeah,
days. Yep. I mean, you slept some more the last night.
not enough. Not enough to catch up
definitely
on
not enough.
4 days of no
So-
sleep.
So this was also partially Google Maps' fault.
Okay, yeah. Let's get to that. So Google Maps is stupid. I have it plugged into I have my truck plugged in my phone, so it comes up on the navigation screen and everything. So it says do you want to take this route? I'm like, we're trying to go around New York. So it would be, I don't know, let's say 10 hours.
Okay.
I'd click that route. It would drive us, it would have us that route. And then it would say, oh, we found a faster route. Do you want that? And I'd click no. But it would still take me on that route right through fucking New York City. So I'm
it
driving.
would like automatically turn.
Like, why ask me if you're just going to fucking do it on your own?
And it did it repeatedly.
This is why I went to Apple, because they just use all your stuff. And even though you
Well,
say
I
no,
mean, I
they just
I
say
no,
no.
use Apple.
Apple Maps does the same thing.
Well, I hate Apple Maps. That's
See-
my problem.
I used it today, and it almost got me lost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Apple Maps is no better.
10 out of 10, definitely don't recommend.
Yeah. So
wouldn't it be 1 out of 10? Like,
Oh, no, it's always 10 out of 10.
10
That's
out of
the
10 don't
sarcasticness,
recommend.
okay.
it's like a double negative.
which makes it a positive.
You
Sure.
positively don't recommend it.
Right.
So we kept like changing it, and eventually I was like, listen, let's get closer to New York. Like, let's get a little bit further, and then we'll change it. We'll try changing it.
But I knew
again.
we were at a crucial point where we'd have to branch off. And
Yeah.
if we did it too late, we were going to be stuck in New York City traffic
That's fair.
at 4 o'clock.
So we got
Been there, done that.
we got to an intersection, and like I'm trying to change it. I'm looking at Google Maps. This man starts freaking the fuck out. I'm like, just give me a second. He's like,
I'm
he's
having
like,
a mental
"But I
breakdown.
need to
Like,
fucking-"
legitimately.
He's like,
like
"But
I'm
I-
screaming.
but I need to
I'm-
fucking see what exit I need to go to.
Like, I knew
and
there
I
was
need
an
to
exit
do
coming
this."
up, and
I'm-
she had the phone, and I'm like, you got to give me the phone. I don't know where I'm going. And I'm just fucking yelling. I'm yelling at people. I'm yelling at everything.
He's
I'm
yelling at me?
I didn't yell at you. I yelled at the phone.
You yelled at me. You
I didn't yell at
threw
her.
the phone at me.
I gently tossed it with anger at you.
He threw the phone at me, and then he's like, I need to see where I'm going. I don't know where the fuck I'm going. Give me back the phone. I gave him back the phone, and then as he's going towards the exit, he starts doing the same.
But I knew
thing
the
that
exit.
I
Like,
was-
the exit was like a mile.
He was doing the same.
So I knew where I had to go. So I had to change it. So then I changed it to the correct route. And then, of course, it changed it back to the, like,
so he's freaking the fuck out.
like
I'm trying
I
to
haven't
stop him
lost,
from.
I have
throw
lost
his
all
phone.
control. Like,
It was.
I was blacking out from the anger.
Oh, I told you about you throwing the phone at me. You're like, I don't remember doing that. I'm like,
There's
you
a lot of things I didn't remember doing.
100% threw your phone.
But
at
I
me.
legitimately lost my mind. It was not good.
He went bananas, and then we learned that all you had to do was turn off the tolls.
Yeah, because the
Oh, 'cause
long
you're avoiding tolls.
Yeah.
well, we didn't need to, but the long route around New York City had a little thing that said no tolls by it. So then I went into settings, and then I just said avoid tolls.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, but oh my god.
So,
was so
on
bad.
that note, what's your number one place you've been lost with no maps and no signal?
We were coming back from Marco's
Oh
in Jersey.
my gosh!
I didn't have my GPS at this time.
No.
The Garmin
Actual GPS.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I bought one after this. Her phone was dead. My phone wouldn't charge
Dead.
because evidently there was moisture in the port. So he has a pool, so we were swimming.
Oh,
There was
okay.
no water like I didn't take it in there, but it said there was moisture in the port so it couldn't charge, and I had like 10% battery life for a 2 fucking hour drive.
And
It dies.
Marco lives like in the middle of nowhere in New Jersey.
Yeah. It dies. And we have no idea
Where we're
the
going.
fuck we are, where we're going. We can't call anybody. Phones are dead. We have no GPS. We have nothing. It's fucking middle of the night, so nowhere's open. It's like 6 o'clock in Maine. There's nothing open. Dark as fuck. And we I don't know how we got home. I have no idea how we got home.
We guessed because like I knew there's a gas station landmark because like I knew it was like 4 turns.
And this was the first time we were there.
Yeah.
So it's not like we've driven this path before.
Oh my god, it was so bad. I knew that it was like 4 turns to get back to the main road to get back to 95, and I knew of one gas station landmark.
Like once you get to
and
a
I was
highway,
like,
you can
You
kind of
figure
feel
it
for
out.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We weren't there.
We were nowhere near there.
There was no road signs for
So-
any of that shit.
So he was driving. I was like, okay, you're going to turn at this gas station. He's like, how the fuck do you know? I'm like, I know. Just turn at the gas station. He finally turned
She
at the
didn't
gas.
know. It was wrong gas station.
No, it wasn't.
Straight gas.
Wrong.
I was
Completely wrong.
right.
Completely
I was
wrong.
right.
She was wrong.
I was right. We got
Wrong.
back home. We got back home.
Thanks to me.
No.
Yes.
Thanks to me.
This is why
This is the main GPS.
I was in the. I had the key. Did I? I had the Kia then, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So the saving grace is, I had a CB radio in the Kia. So if we really got into shit, I could just go over the radio.
Yeah. And be like,
I need to
hey,
get
we're-
something
Hey, we're
put
lost.
in the truck.
But that was the scariest because we had no idea where we were.
Yeah, I may have got lost today
Yeah.
Yeah.
on my wonderful drive. There's apparently a really bad accident on 81 South.
Mhm.
So condolences or prayers or
Right.
feelings to those people.
Yeah.
I think.
Yep.
Right. That's how it's supposed to work.
Mhm.
But my phone took me through. Mind you, I've driven this route tons of times at this point.
Right.
So it's not like I don't know where I'm going.
Right.
But when it tells you maybe 20 minutes before you're supposed to make a turn where you know where you're going to just get off the highway and take these back roads
Right.
through the middle of PA, which is just definitely the best place I've ever been with the most cell service I've ever had in my entire life.
Yeah. You're basically driving through like Jurassic Park.
Oh, it's even worse than that. I feel like it's
Yeah.
just I almost missed every turn.
Yeah.
But thanks to just having a New York plate, they expect you to be a terrible driver. So when you yank across 3 lanes, no one says anything.
Right.
Because everybody was going the same way because everybody was lost.
Right.
But hit the turnpike, instantly knew where I was again, and then straight back to...
There you go.
It's all about getting back to like main roads. Once
Yeah.
you get to a main road, you're fine.
Once I found the turnpike, it was fine. But when you name a street Bridge Street,
Right.
and there's no bridge,
Right.
how am I supposed to know it's a
Yeah.
bridge street?
Yeah. That's what Maine does. But yeah, so when we were in Maine, the GPS kept losing signal on my phone. So I'm driving, and I'm looking at the GPS, which says, keep going this way.
10 miles.
And then, after a while, I realized that fucking image ain't moving. Somehow, we were fine, though, and it just worked out that way. But not driving, I remember, I don't know if I talked about this before, but when I was a kid, we went hiking in the woods. Me, my dad, I don't know if my brother was there, but we went, and of course we left all the drinks and everything in the truck,
Smart way.
and we got lost in the middle of the fucking woods. So I was thirsty. So my dad says, "Just drink out of the river, drink out of the stream." It wasn't big, so we drank out of it. I drank out of it. No one else did. They were smart. Later, I got sick. I got sick as shit.
Yeah.
Turns out there was a bacteria in the water that was killing people.
Oh, that's great.
I'm glad you're not dead.
Yeah,
I'm glad you're not dead too.
cool. I'm glad. I'm glad. Some people are glad I'm not dead.
That worked out for the best.
Me not dying.
Yes.
Yeah,
all
I
around,
guess.
yeah.
I guess.
Oh, jeez.
But yeah,
Weaker
the day,
humans died.
The day after, it said, this bacteria is found in this water, and then we had there was 6 deaths or something from people who drank out of the stream. So
Don't
bring-
drink stream water.
Bring water.
or get one of those life straws.
Life straws, yeah.
I got one of those, yeah.
And when you have food and water packed,
Bring it
bring
with
it
you.
with you. Don't leave it in the truck.
Another good PSA.
Yep.
If you're going hiking, bring food and water.
I got a few notes, not many.
I had.
What?
I need a minute. I had
Okay.
I had a topic.
Okay.
It'll come back to you.
It will.
Or it won't, and we'll just record another one tomorrow.
Okay. That's fair.
So just to follow up on last 2 weeks ago episode. So we were talking about the Snyder Cut thing, right? And how we hated Cyborg. You can jump in any time because we know how big big of a Justice League person
Such
you are.
a huge comic guy.
Turns out people really liked Cyborg's character, and they said it was the heart of the movie.
I could see why they would like him. I could see it.
Really? Because I thought you were on the same page and you didn't like him.
didn't like his character necessarily, but I could see why they would think that he's a relatable character. He's a relatable character. And I mean, I think that
He's a relatable character.
So for the people who don't know who Cyborg is, who listen to the podcast.
Yeah. Here,
let's give them
I'm
the
gonna fill
details
in
of this.
how much of a relatable character this guy named Cyborg is. Well, we all know a person who has been blown. He wasn't blown. He was in a car accident. You've been in a car accident. You lose your arm, your half of your other arm, your torso from the nipples down, and half your face. We've all been there. We've all had it happen.
Yeah.
And then your dad has this magical cube.
Terminator.
That's the guy from Terminator. He really is.
Oh, all right.
And he hooks you up to this thing, and then you grow all these metal mechanical parts. Now, we've all been there. It's completely relatable.
oh my god, that's
normal.
not what I'm talking about.
And then you go through the whole movie and like, I hate my dad. I wish he was in the car because then my mom would have been alive from the car accident.
Maybe that's the relatable part. Everybody hates their dad.
yeah, like
Which
that's,
I don't hate my dad though. So
I don't
like
know.
I don't know why
no,
that's
listen,
relatable.
So his dad was not a part of his life. Like he worked a lot. He didn't really spend a lot of time
so how
with
is it
him. He didn't
relatable?
go
Is
to-
everybody's
Because-
dad's not
I mean,
part of their
like,
life?
Because
no,
he's a
but
robot man now.
I'm not saying that it relates to everybody, but
He
I
was growing a
think that
petri dish.
that's
It sounds like.
Pretty much.
It's not. I don't think that the relatable piece is like. I think that a lot of people have that absentee parent, and it's hard to forge a relationship with that absentee parent if the other
Now-
parent dies.
But did
I feel like
that
it's-
parent have an absentee note? Because
Yeah, I wasn't allowed out of school if I didn't have an absence.
All right, I'm done
Yeah.
talking then.
all right, next topic, the Falcon Winter Soldier. Me and you watched the first two episodes. The
episodes,
new
yep.
one's out. We haven't watched it yet.
No, it just came out today.
Winter Soldier. Is that Captain America's buddy?
Yeah, Bucky.
Yeah.
Bucky?
Bucky O'Hare and the Black Falcon.
No, it's Bucky and Falcon. Yeah. Winter Soldier.
First episode, not great. Second episode, it's picking up.
It's good. I like it. I think it's we like the buddy dynamic.
Yeah, good cop. I miss the old cop things where you had one good cop, one
Good cop, bad cop?
Yeah, and they argue the whole time,
Yeah.
and it's just they never get anything done. They're just bickering at each other. It's basically what the show is,
It's got that good dynamic.
or at least hopefully it will have it.
I like it. I think it's got really good potential.
Yeah.
Is that relatable?
Yes, it's
Yeah.
relatable because one guy has a metal arm, and the other guy can fly.
Oh my god, you're
Oh,
Very
I can
relatable.
fly every day.
Yeah.
Um,
yeah.
It's a common thing.
yeah. Plus, I really like Anthony Mackie.
I don't know who that is.
He's the guy that plays Falcon.
Okay, I like him too. He looks like a young hip Will Smith. That's how every time I see him, I'm like, you kind of look like Will Smith.
Is Bucky still play with the same guy?
Yes,
Who played him
Sebastian Stan.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
How do you just...
She really likes him. If you know what I mean.
really like Sebastian Stan.
Oh, good.
He's,
When-
to
when
me, he's relatable. You know,
when
he's
she
a normal
types
guy.
in
He
when
gets
she
beaten up,
when
and
she
then he's...
when she Googles Mighty Dicks, that's the Mighty Dick she's googling.
Sebastian Stan's mighty.
Yep,
Listen, he's
we're listening.
he's
Tell us a
very-
story
he's
about,
good, he's good looking.
and he has a mighty dick.
Sebastian Stan is good looking. I don't know if he has a mighty dick.
He could.
It could be metal like that arm.
I mean,
What if it just changes in size, too? If
Yeah.
It's metal.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
no bad. I hear no bad things.
Okay.
Could be cold, though.
Oh,
that'd be real
yeah, that would be bad.
Yeah.
You got to have a warmer in there.
something.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're going to stall one of those things.
Couple of hand warmers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a coffee
warmer.
dispenser too. It's just it percolates. All right, so that's that. I've been spending money, lots of money lately. I got my new Oris figure, and I have another one coming. My Egyptian stuff. So,
Oh, by the way, real quick, did you get the Darkwing Duck yet?
I ordered it. It's not coming out for a year.
Oh, pre-ordered. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And I pre-ordered these last year, but they're. I'll show you. They're really cool figures, but they have like this rubbery, like it's weird, like a skin texture kind of thing. It feels cool, but like
Not
reading
to be
it.
used as a sex toy.
Wait, yeah. Thanks for just jumping ahead. You were always good with that. When I'm building up to something, you always like halfway through me talking, you're just like, well, here you go.
Sex toy.
Yeah,
Ruined
So-
it for you.
yeah.
Good.
These are my socks now.
Are they Hufflepuff?
No, they're
They're
Golden Girls
Golden
socks.
Girls.
Thanks to Farpoint Toys and Collectibles.
Thank you, Farpoint Toys and Collectibles.
Yes,
Stop stealing my
I don't know if
socks.
they listen, but I
Delaware?
talk about them. Jersey.
Jersey. Thank you, in Jersey.
Yeah. Where was I going? Anyway,
no,
so
not to be used as
I was
sex
looking at, and then it says like at the bottom, not to be. This is adult collectible, not to be used as a sex toy. So I could definitely see someone like wrap, like it's fully articulated, so they're just wrap it around their dick and just fuck it, because they make some the girl figures too. So I can definitely see some perverts just fucking their toys.
Is
like
that
this.
a fetish, you think?
I'm sure it is.
Probably. There's a fetish for everything.
Oh, I'm sure.
There's lots of different. Everybody's boat
Yeah.
sails for different reasons.
Okay. Cool.
What?
Yeah. We'll move on.
I'm
So-
on a sale.
So, you'll get into this. So, Beast Wars.
Oh, Beast
You're
Wars,
a Beast
yeah.
Wars person.
Love Beast Wars.
I don't know if many listeners are into Beast Wars, but there's this guy who has a 3D printer and he's magic with fucking design, like 3D sculpting things.
Okay.
So I have the in the glass case the masterpiece figures of Beast Wars, and they're not making a lot of them. This guy is 3D printing Inferno, the
Okay.
fire ant, Pterosaur, and he's working on Scorponok now, and they're up for pre-order. So if anyone's listening and they want these really fucking cool figures, some of which transform, some like Pterosaur has, you can buy the beast mode and the transformer mode because logistically he can't transform and look like he did in the cartoon. But this shit is accurate, so I'll post it up there on a link or something.
I'm a big Cheetor fan.
I never liked Cheetor. I'm Rat Trap.
In the show, he was a dick,
Yeah.
but overall, quick, nimble, fast. My kind of character.
Young and stupid.
Yeah,
Yeah.
enjoyable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we're also going to get that. I sent an email to him, and he's going to be on. He's hopefully going to be on the show. We'll get to talk to him about everything, the process. So that should be interesting. And we talked about Goliath, and
Did you find an archaeologist yet?
no archaeologist.
Well, I could be an archaeologist.
No, I've had other people say that, but you're not. You're
Yeah,
not.
but like
We
even
want
an
an actual
I need an actual
archaeologist.
archaeologist.
Okay, just go find a female.
They're not all females.
They're great at
What?
digging up shit though,
Ha 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 ha.
or bringing up the past.
Huh.
Just
and the-
kidding. Love all you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The last thing I have is we still have to watch. Well, you don't want to watch it now because you backed out. The Godzilla versus Kong. Are you into Godzilla?
I said I'd watch
Yeah,
it. I just don't want
You know,
to.
I'm a real big movie guy. Real big movie guy.
I know.
But no, actually, I saw a preview for it, and it actually looks like logistically, my brain does not comprehend a giant monkey
Yeah. Ape.
attacking a giant lizard
Right.
on a really small, gigantic carrier ship.
Right. Yeah. That doesn't make any
And
sense.
my brain doesn't.
But here's the thing:
wrap
when you're
around
watching
that.
a Godzilla movie, there is not much logic that goes into it. Just like people complain all the time, like, "Oh, the story's not there." It's two monsters fighting. That's the story.
I'm totally for watching it though.
Okay.
It reminds me of the Pacific Rim movie. Ever
Never-
see it?
No.
Yeah, garbage movies.
We have it. I have no urge
Garbage
to watch
movies.
them.
Saw the second one finally, but the first one, they're fighting in a bay that this monster swims up through,
Right.
and he's a gigantic thing, and he swims through it.
Mm-hmm.
But then 10 seconds later, it's not deep enough to where the guy can't just walk through it.
Nice.
So I don't logistically, it doesn't make sense.
See, I don't have any urge to watch Pacific Rim. I'm more into Atlantic Rim. That's where I want to put my movie watching in.
Atlantic Rim.
Yeah, I don't know. It's some kind of bad ripoff. of it. There's literally a movie called Atlantic Rim.
I'll have to watch
so
that then.
it's got to be good. I mean,
Must be.
it's got to be.
Tremors level? Good.
Probably not as good as Tremors. Tremors is maybe the best movie in the world.
I do remember watching them on the Sci-Fi Channel.
They're good. They're good movies.
Sharknado.
Those are great. I love those movies.
Oh, God.
I haven't
You know-
seen them all. I haven't seen the last
In
one.
my hometown, we have a Shark Girl statue.
Oh, from like Shark Girl and Lava Boy?
It was actually
from
Shark
Sharknado.
Girl. Shark,
Tara Reid?
Shark Boy and Lava Girl.
No.
What?
In apparently in the Sharknado movies,
Yeah.
there's a Shark Girl.
I don't. What, so she's part girl, part
Part girl,
shark?
part shark.
That's
No idea.
I
Okay,
don't-
just telling you the statue that's in my hometown.
I don't like.
Called Shark Girl, I think. But it's from Sharknado.
Yeah, that's not one of the ones I saw because it's just sharks flying around in a tornado.
I'll Google it.
Okay. Oh, but I forgot. There's one more thing, and it's a theory I have, and I want to get opinions on it.
I'm ready.
I forget what I watched. What I watched to make me think of this, but it could have been anything. All right, so that's not from Sharknado. That's just some woman with a shark head.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I thought it's from Sharknado.
Anyway, so here's my theory. Like if you die, right, in whatever realm, if you die and someone goes back in time, oh, that's why I had it. Someone goes back in time and brings you forward. Let's say, so you're a big movie guy, so you'll get this. Saying for Gamora in Guardians of the Galaxy and all, when they go, she dies, right? So in a different timeline, they go back in time and grab a Gamora and bring her to the normal timeline. This is going to get really messy real soon with this. Okay, so neither of you are paying attention well to this, so I'm going to
I got
change
this.
it.
I'm
gonna
really
change
good
it.
at time
I'm gonna change it.
delineation.
So let's say
Yeah.
at 27, you die. I go back in time, and I bring you from the past to the future.
Yeah.
So let's say I go back to when you're 19,
Okay.
and you died at 27. So I bring you back to the future. What if, like, fate,
She would then die
when she hit
8 years
27?
later. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's still the same. However,
I've never heard, like, usually they say you bring them forward and then, like, whatever. But let's say your timeline ran out no matter what at age 27.
but not necessarily. Because now if you're thinking about it, the factors in life that would cause her to have died
Right.
at 27 would change. Because
Right.
if it was an environmental or atmospheric thing,
Right.
it would all be different because you're now in a different time area.
Right. But my theory is, now, it's more along the lines of, like, the old mythology things of the fates with your strings.
Yeah.
Your string, you were fated to die at age 27. So just because your string has now moved to a different timeline and you're in the future, you're still only allotted so much real time.
Yeah.
So, but I've never seen a movie or any theory that worked with that. Like, so you got brought to forward in time, but you got to realize you only have like 6 years left.
There's been variations.
And
of
then when
things
that
like
happens,
but-
you just, I don't know if that would be like something happened or you just keel over and you're dead.
I mean, in that sense of the thing, I think you would just die then at 27.
Yeah.
But it's possible. I guess it all depends on
I think it
Who
depends
writes-
on if
who
you
writes the
writes
story?
it. Yeah.
Yeah. Also,
Because-
if you
yeah.
believe that fate can be changed.
But
You-
if you have multiple timelines, then the fate would always be changing because there's multiple timelines with
Yeah.
multiple people with multiple versions of yourself.
But but
The Mandela effect. Actually, no, it's technically done away with the Mandela effect.
what?
Any of this. Because the Mandela effect is that all right, so long story short, I've gotten into a lot of these YouTube videos where they're going over weird conspiracy theories or
Right.
just weird stuff that's going on, right? The Mandela effect is everybody in the 90s thought Mandela died in prison.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like a
But he
belief.
didn't.
Right.
It's a belief that something happened, but
Right.
it never did.
But another one was
like Kazam with Shaquille O'Neal.
Shaquille O'Neal. It never. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Or the one with
Or Shazam.
There's Luke
There's-
Skywalker never said, like in Star
the
Wars, he never
James
said,
Bond
"Look, I am your
movie
father."
with the big. I think it was Andre the Giant played a guy
I don't know.
in the James Bond movie, and he had metal teeth, and the girl that was like his. They were fond of each other. Everybody thought she wore braces, and that was a match made in heaven because he had metal teeth and she had braces. She
Okay.
never had braces.
Okay.
But like, it's one of those
things.
things that like everybody thought something was different happened,
Right.
which then everybody thought that was the real thing. So the Mandela effect is that is it possible that these are two parallel universes working together to give you this outcome of this is what everybody thought, this is what actually happened. So technically, it just depends on that, wouldn't it?
I don't know. I don't.
There's a lot of factors to this.
Because if you
No,
change
'cause-
somebody's stuff forward, technically, nothing could be the same. They could actually die at 26 instead.
Well, no, because that's you're thinking of environmental issues.
Think of anything though. I
No.
could technically, not to say that was ever happened, but if you move someone forward
Yeah.
and they upset the wrong person, they got shot the next day.
Right. Yeah. But you're thinking of I'm going to classify that as environmental.
Okay.
That's environmental. What I'm thinking is
Body time.
basically
Okay.
like again, I'll go back to the string. Like the fates have decided that at age 27 you're dead. However that happens, it happens. So if you take that string and take it out of one timeline, that you go to another timeline, that string is still there. Like cuz in this theory, fates would be you have many timelines, but they're in control of everything.
that's contingent on the belief that fate can't be changed.
I know this is not. I'm not. Clearly, none of this is happening. But I'm saying, I don't know what I'm saying. But it's a good theory. That's what I'm saying.
I mean, it's definitely a theory, and
I feel like someone should
It's an
should
interesting
go.
movie idea.
Someone should dive into that. And I don't know if it's been done before.
I feel like it has, but I might be wrong.
Because like I think it would be cool. Like I guess cool that like someone goes back 6 years, pulls you to the forefront, and tells you, "Look, you got 6 years. There's a clock ticking. Like we all have clocks ticking."
Wasn't this in the movie where Thanos kills everybody? I mean, spoiler alert.
God,
Oh
ruined it.
God,
man.
no, nobody
Right?
knew any
But
of
that's
that.
the last movie with all the Avengers.
Yeah, well,
isn't it?
he goes back and someone goes back in time and they have
They
a
pull a copy of everybody that they wanted, right?
well, not really. They go back in time to a different timeline and have a different Thanos come forward, and he has Gamora who had previously died, and everyone's like, "Oh, she's back!" Blah blah blah.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's where I got the idea from. Evidently,
I saw that movie. Good movie.
What, the Infinity Wars?
Infinity War and Endgame.
Yeah, the one after the Infinity War.
Endgame.
Endgame.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah. So, all right, that's all I got. Anyone else got anything randomly? You're falling asleep.
I'm falling asleep. I'm so tired right now. No, I'm good.
You got anything?
Not yet. I'll think more.
Okay. Anything to plug? Probably not.
I got so much social media presence. It's
Yeah, right.
ridiculous.
You got all the social media presence.
All
got-
the social
I
media.
got the Tic Tac. I got the
Yeah.
Twatter. I got the Book of Faces.
I love Twatter. So much good twat on there.
I got the Instagram. All of it is null and void.
Okay. Well,
Well, that's it.
with that, thank you everyone. If you want to be on the show, find us.
Tell them how they can find us.
Why don't you?
Okay. We are at our Instagram is shaded_corner. Our email address is shadedcornermedia@yahoo.com.
No.
Gmail.
At gmail.com. Sorry.
Someone's gonna feel real stupid when they email that person with the shaded quarter media at Yahoo was like, who the fuck's emailing me?
We're also available on Facebook at Shaded Corner.
Yeah,
It's the Book of Faces.
yeah. Where else can you find us?
And We're
on every podcasting site possible. Apple Music, Apple
we are available
Podcasts.
on
All the apples.
all platforms.
OnlyFans coming soon.
No, it's not.
Yeah, because we gotta have clown
Yeah,
dicks.
you know what? Hold on. We got to go back to this real quick.
All right.
This was episode, I believe, 29,
Okay.
Okay.
where the discussion came up about what a
Clown dick.
vaginal
Oh.
area would look like for a clown
Yeah.
and what a clown dick would look like.
Yeah.
So for some reason, this
Uh-oh.
stuck in my head while I was on the wonderful drive through the most nicest places of Pennsylvania you could ever
So
imagine.
you were thinking of clown penises and vaginas. Yep.
And for some reason, I like the idea with the balls. If you squeeze the balls, it giggles.
Yeah. Makes. Yeah.
It makes a honking noise.
Yeah.
But then I figured, okay, and this is where it's going to sound creepy, it's got to have some kind of like boils or warts on it, or bumps on it at least.
Why?
Because clowns are creepy.
No, they're
So
not.
that doesn't make them dirty. And
I didn't say they were dirty. I'm just saying it gives
They
it
also
gives
gotta
it
be-
more because in my opinion of clowns. I know they're people that they play a role. But,
Not my clowns are aliens.
right. So that's my point though. Of like they're gonna be different to begin with.
Right.
So to me, if it's creepy or different or just weird as an alien clown, it would have to have more unusualness to it. Therefore, the
more
bumps,
unusual.
Yeah, the bumps,
than-
the lumps, maybe even the tip is just straight red, like a red nose,
Well, it's not going to look like a normal dick. That's the thing. It's got to look.
and it's multicolored.
It's of course.
Definitely multicolored.
Of course, it's got to be.
Yeah, it's like a rainbow of colors.
Yeah, just like the
Rainbow penis.
like I said, the vagina is going to look like a circus tent opening up.
No, I was going with the House of Mirrors on that. You just kept seeing yourself in the reflection.
I mean, I guess
Because that could be a bad, scary thing or just an okay thing.
I'd be worried about like sharp glass.
mm-hmm.
It's just skin that reflects
It's
what's
weird.
around it.
It's weird. I don't know. Wake up.
For the OnlyFans, of course.
I'm
Yeah.
awake.
Your eyes were
Your eyes
Closed.
have definitely
They
been
were
closed.
sealed.
Solid
I
multiple times.
am tired.
clearly. All right.
It's not
so
that late.
Another episode ending with clown genitalia. Again, she said where to find us, so do that.
Thank
if
you
wanna
for
be,
listening.
If you want to be on the show, find us there. If you want to give us a compliment,
Ask
if you
us
want
a
to
question.
ask us a question, if you want to complain, you can find us there. Any of there. And
Thank you, and we love you.
yeah,
Have a
thanks.
great week.
Bye.
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 Sometimes when the world is so sunny and people are a bore, I go to my shaded corner, my shaded corner. A place with all my favorite toys and games and movies and more. I go to my shaded corner, my shaded corner.
No,
that's Oscar. I am the one who wears the cape and goes flying, Super Grover.
You sound like a shitty Yoda.
I'm not really good with Yoda voices, so I can't say what it does.
He does. It does have like a Yoda.
Yeah, you got awkward Yoda.
Well, last time I sounded like the other guy, so now I sounded like Alyssa.
Now I feel like
No,
I need
Jar Jar.
I'm doing them all.
Misa Jar Jar Binks.
Misa, horny.
Okay.
You can do it all night long.
Okay. Take.
Ugh.
I'm revoking your second.
Oh
microphone.
no, we suck
When-
again.
When we only have a 3 guests, we do it like this.
Okay.
I'm an Italian Grover Jar Jar.
Pepperoni, please.
Pepperoni.
On the pizza.
I got some hair in my mouth.
She just farted.
Ooh. A delicioso.
No delicioso. Es muy mal. Muy mal.
Okay.
That's my favorite part of this podcast. That's it. We're done. Thank you.
All right, episode 31's over.
Bye, everybody.
On to episode 32.
2 minutes.
It's more than most people.